the home of the Clippers, Kings, and Angels.
Sunday. Your Angels in action. We welcome you to our Angels Live pregame presented by Spectrum right here on FanDuel Sports Network. Your Halos taking on the Athletics and looking to play some better baseball here today. I mean, look at it. You got clear skies, a beautiful day. Call me Mr. Blue Sky as we get you fired up for this one. Talking about Joe Adell and a career year. I mean, the numbers he's putting together, I mean, just like the last 19 games, he's reached base 18 times. It is a bounce-back Sunday. The last couple of games, the Angels have been embarrassed here in front of their home fans. They need to come out and play some inspired baseball. And right now, it's not the time for Farris to take a day off. Making his home debut, Mitch Farris, the lefty, coming off a really strong outing on the road, 5 solid innings. Let's get a W for the Angels and Farris. Alongside 2 absolute studs, guys that went out there on the mound and gave everything they got. They would love to take the ball in a game like today. It's Mark Gubiza and Mark Langston. Langer, let me start with you. How do you want to see the Angels respond today?
You know, Gubi and I, we've both been on this side where it hasn't gone your way and it's been lopsided losses for the Angels. But the way I see it, this is a game you better roll up your sleeves. You've got to lay it out there. This is one of those games you cannot let it slide away. You look at the last series in Sacramento against the A's. They did almost the same thing. They're doing it here again here at the Big A. It's got to stop today, and the Angels are the ones in that dugout are the ones that are going to have to take control. Roll up your sleeves, and let's get busy.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot of fight in there. A lot of times after, we've been there before, Langer, you go up to your teammates, your manager, your coaching staff, because you know what? This game is mine. Just give me one run, we win this game. That's all I want is one run, play some good defense. I guarantee you we will win this game. And then inside you go, I'll take 15 runs. But just give me this one run. You got to have that mentality as a starting pitcher. Mitch Farris, he threw the ball really good that time out there in Kansas City. Hopefully he has that. And it's difficult as a young guy to have that kind of edge, but that's the thing you have to think of. The game is mine. I set the tone as a starting pitcher. The last couple of days has gone away from the Halos because the starting pitching has not been there.
Well, listen, not only were you guys 2 great competitors, you're also 2 awesome grandparents. It is National Grandparents Day. I want to give credit to Senator Randolph, who first introduced a joint resolution to the Senate in 1977 or 1978. President Carter signed the proclamation, and we have National Grandparents Day today. So, Gooby, there is your history lesson.
Thank you, Patty.
I'm sure you knew that anyway.
Well, probably not.
What does it mean to you? What does it feel like being a grandparent?
It's the best feeling in the world, too. I know, and I don't remember a lot from my grandparents because I was pretty young, at least on my dad's side. They weren't with us anymore, but to be able to be a grandfather to them, they watch all the games they can for the Angels. They go, there's Pops on TV, Pops, baseball. So just being around there to be able to be supportive for it and just having fun. They love doing all kinds of fun stuff with us all the time.
Introduce us to those 2.
That's Georgia and Hayden. Hayden is on the left, Georgia's on the right.
And for you, Langer, we got a chance to see your grandson on occasion.
Yes.
Is it a feeling of pride that's almost indescribable?
It is indescribable. As Gooby just talked about, it's from the standpoint that this is what the second half of life you feel like is all about. You get to enjoy these grandkids, and there's my little crew right there. Look at those little squirrels right there. And every second you get with them, you feel like you're blessed with it, just no matter what it is, whether again, we talked about it the All-Star break. These are the kids I'm throwing around in the pool at the All-Star break.
Introduce us.
Okay, that's Everett, my oldest grandson on the left, and that's August in the middle, and little baby Pearl on the right side.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's the best. I mean, the smiles, every time you walk in as a grandparent, as a grandfather, they immediately smile because they think it's almost like they're at Disneyland every day because you're going to have fun. You're going to give them stuff, candy, and everything else that they normally don't get at home. So it's a blast being a grandparent.
Well, I certainly hope that I get to experience that feeling in the future. When I do, I'm going to put you guys on blast on a little joint text. and share that incredible moment in life. And for the Angels players here, let's take a look at some of their grandparents, because you know this is kind of where the foundation of these players began. Here's Zach Nettolanger. That's a cool photo.
That's a fantastic photo. You're right. You share it with everybody. Not only your parents, your grandparents are involved in this also, this big long run that they're on. They've been to all the Little League games. They've been to a lot of the travel ball games. And now these young men get the chance to do this at the Major League level. Nobody's prouder than their grandparents. I guarantee you that.
And you gain so much knowledge from them. Grandparents have lived through a lot of stuff, some ups and downs, so you gain all that knowledge from them and all the smiles that they bring to you and all the, they're at every single one of your games too, by the way. They never, ever miss any of your games growing up.
Well, speak for yourself. I do remember Little League. After I went down to second base to catch a throw from the catcher, the guy was stealing, was out by a mile. The baseball, it skipped off the glove and hit me right in the face. And I was down. I was stumbling around. Nobody went to another game after that.
So that was it.
That's okay.
That's a great memory.
I love them, though. I have fantastic memories of my grandparents. Joe Adell is a guy. Lang, let me start with you from what you have seen from him this stretch. This is the breakout season, we know, but I just love these competitive at-bats he's putting together.
We talked about Joe the other day, and I think ever since he got in his legs, a little deeper in his legs, and he started not swinging and chasing pitches off the outside part of the plate, it has completely turned around for him. He's able to sit on pitches longer. It looks like he's able to identify a lot of things a lot earlier. We saw those 2 home runs in Kansas City. One was on a curveball he just annihilated to left field. The other one was a moonshot to center field. So Joe Adell, you look at those numbers that he has, a career season, and he is amongst the major league leaders when you start looking at a lot of these numbers.
I mean, you look at that slugging percentage this season. When you think about it, over his last 86 games, 28 home runs. It correlates to a 53 home run season over 162 games. Phenomenal what he's been able to do. I think he went back to, like you were just talking about, Langer, that base hit he had the right field before the home run yesterday. So he stayed on. It was a long at bat, 2 strikes. Just went with the pitch the other way, let it travel. Next at bat, baseball wasn't feeling too good.
No, he is absolutely crushing the ball. He is one strong man. Please tell me Mitch Farris has seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Is that possible? Do we know?
Has to.
Bueller?
Right. Yeah.
Bueller?
I mean, I really only had one Ferris Bueller Day Off pun so far. Do you need more?
Yes.
Hey, batter. So wing batter.
Now I feel better.
All right, Mitch Farris making his Big A debut. More Angels Live coming up. Stay there.
The fire-grilled chicken's the headline, but the cheese is the plot.
The roar is back in Motown. Right now in Major League Baseball, we have a new Tiger King. Tarek Skubal owns this mound.
Look at him walking off the mound. This guy's a nightmare.
This kid's special, doing it all.
Riley Green saves the day.
Does everything on the field, plays great defense, can steal bags.
He's a monster.
If I'm on time, I know my swing is going to be in the best spot possible for me to hit the ball.
Riley Green tears into another one.
That's the Tigers, baby.
The MLB Network podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
We live the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Pregame here on FanDuel Sports Network, brought to you by Spectrum, a connection built for everywhere. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum. And that's a live look at Mitch Farris, the lefty, making his Angels debut as the Halos looking to avoid the sweep versus the Athletics. We're going to bring in Erica Weston. There she is. Pow, she's already there. Didn't even get a chance. That's magic of television. You know Mitch Farris and his family better than anybody out there, Erica. We need him today to have a good start. What tells you he's ready?
Well, no pressure, right, after the last couple of nights, but he certainly didn't feel that way in his Major League debut. He already checked off a bunch of first, right? His Major League debut, got his first win, his first strikeout against none other than Bobby Witt Jr. He's just really looking forward to being back out on the mound. He told me yesterday he doesn't really like the spotlight, which is interesting because he's quite literally in the center of the baseball field as a Major League starter. So he settled in after that first career start, his Major League debut. Pitching coach Barry Enright told him, you're probably not going to feel your legs out there, and he didn't. He confirmed that afterwards. So he's really happy that he got that one out of the way and very much looking forward to doing so the first home start here today. So how does Barry Enright plan to work with him ahead of his first home start today? Well, part of that is, yes, stay within yourself as far as what they were able to accomplish in that first career start, but also the changeup, which was quite effective against the Royals. Here's what he told me before today's game.
I think he's a really impressive kid. I think he can absorb things. He's got great aptitude, and he's able to apply things like in-game that we were chatting about. And I still think it's built around his strengths, who he is. He's got his 3-pitch mix, right? You know, be able to work those, you know, fastballs around, obviously be able to drop his sliders in for strikes and get his changeup rolling early in the game. You know, you saw last, you know, outing, there was times that, you know, we'd use the changeup probably and get behind, or we use the changeup and it had a few walks and 3-2 counts. We recalibrated in here of how, you know, potentially how to use the fastball slider to get him there, and then obviously he got the changeup rolling as we used it, you know, towards the end of the game, got some big punch outs with it. And so I still think it will be built around his strengths and who he is, and then you always got to recalibrate in game and how things are being executed, and obviously judge those emotions. But I think, you know, on the motion side, he was a really impressive kid that had a lot of aptitude and was able to apply.
Okay, you mentioned the changeup. The Royals talked about how interesting it was. Specifically, Vinny Pasquantino called it an interesting angle. What makes it that way?
I mean, they were calling it a right-handed curveball at times up there, even though he's a left-handed pitcher. You know, they weren't even profiling it as a changeup. You know, some may say that it's got screwball kind of characteristics. And so I think anytime guys are seeing, you know, a new guy for the first time, it's always tough, and kind of I always see that as an advantage, you know, pitcher. And so we stress those things to him, and I know that it's going to be an interesting look for these guys too. I mean, left-handers are going to see changeups as well, which they don't always see. And so advantage us in that respect, and if he's executing, he's obviously dominating counts in the right way, he'll be just fine.
It's a pretty big compliment for him to say he's able to focus and recalibrate on the mound during his start. So what's he nervous about heading into his first home start? It's certainly not the heat. He's used to that, pitching in Florida, in Alabama. Guys, he told me yesterday what he's actually nervous about is being here at home for the first time. Where do I park? Where do I get into the stadium? Where am I going to eat my food? It's those kinds of things that are stressing him out. He's certainly not worried about being here on the Big A, and big expectations for him out there in his first home start this afternoon.
I can recommend a great chicken sandwich down there on the concourse. It's so good. Thank you so much, Erica. Great job as usual.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good game. It was interesting to hear Barry Enright mention the word screwball, lefty. So I'll start with you. You know, lefties are a little bit different.
Sure.
I don't know when National Left-Handers Day is. I'm sure.
Right.
What's that?
It's coming.
Is it coming? Okay. So what do you like about Mitch Farris? What have you seen?
You know, that he was unfazed in his first Major League start. That's the first thing you look at. Is the moment too big for him? Is the game going to speed up on it? It didn't look like any of those happened. I was impressed by the way he mixed his pitches up. He's not going to overpower anybody. Talked about that changeup. That is a critical pitch. I don't care if you're left-handed, right-handed. That is a pitch that will really do what you're supposed to do, and that's disrupt timing. And he did a really nice job of that against the Royals.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at him, the best thing he describes that is changeup is it's unique. When you even Statcast had it down to his first strikeout against Bobby Witt Jr. as a curveball. So I went down and go, I didn't think he had a curveball. He doesn't have a curveball. It was a changeup that looked and acted just like, you know, a curveball. That it's got that kind of movement, but it's not always the same. That's why it makes that changeup so good. That's why he had all those strikeouts down at Double-A. That's why he had 3 strikeouts in his debut, and he was really under control. Even though he said his legs might have been a little bit weak, but I'll tell you, he was under control, threw the ball exceptionally well there in Kansas City.
Yeah, and the changeup is going to be the go-to pitch. Buck Rogers, the former manager here with the Angels, I had him in Montreal and with the Angels. He told me day games, use your changeup more than your fastball. Hitters have a hard time picking up the spin on it. So once he told me that, I started really using my changeup in day games. And it's interesting how the hitters are squinting because of how bright it is. And certainly the changeup has always been a lot more effective in day games.
But Buck Rogers, I think, caught 160 games one season for the Angels. Did he show you his crooked fingers?
Every time he took the ball from me, he showed me those crooked fingers.
All right, listen, we're going to say goodbye to Mark Gubiza. Gooby, have a
Hey, you guys enjoy the hot weather down here.
We love it down here. We're going to be talking about the best mustaches in baseball history. You never did.
I didn't make that list, that's for sure. It would take 8 years to get 1 minute of it.
Okay, so it's coming up next. Sal Fasano making the list. Stay with us. More Angels Live rolling on.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson. Now for a limited...
Some call it orgullo. Others call it el corazón taíno. But sometimes, the journey is set on track with your ancestors cheering you on. For Francisco Lindor, el ting-ting de la plena was the first roar in the stands. Every at-bat was an encore. Every strike of the drum echoed like a promise. El destino no siempre avisa, pero llega con flow.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win.
Everybody knows their role within the team and are motivated collectively to go after that World Series ring.
Bryce Harper is one of the great faces of our sport.
Great ones do great things when it matters.
Trey Turner, just tools out of his mind.
Trey Turner, mammoth home run.
Zach Wheeler. But this guy has been nothing but sensational since he was signed.
This fan base loves us as a team. I love the city, man. A lot of fun to be able to go in the bank every single day.
They are a complete team. Time to win for the Phillies.
We got our hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party.
Oh, my. This guy is next level. Oh, my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
There's top 10 mustaches in the game today of all time. And wait until you see who he's going to rank number 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. The all-time top 10 shortly. But let's start with the active top 10. And at 10, this is an X mustache. This was the Paul Skeens. It wasn't just a killer mustache. It was the mustache of a killer. This is just generic beard number 10. Number 9 from the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Subtle, stealthy, then he shaved it. Number 8, the Marlins, Jansen Junk. No trash talk here. Respectful, fits the face. Number 7, Hunter Harvey, the Royals. Second generation, but not Mustache Jr. Well done, sir. Number 6, Milwaukee's Joey Ortiz. Less is more. From a mess to a pro. Number 5, Andrew Abbott of the Reds. Mustaches and smiles often clash. Not here. Thread that needle. Number 4, Miles Michaelis, Cardinals. What did he really learn in Japan? He learned never to shave that stash again. Number 3, Tampa Bay's Shane Baz, and simply, where is his Got Milk ad? Number 2, upset warning. Number 2 is Spencer Strider. Again, you want the best mustache? You want a mustache that a reporter will make a fake of? You do not turn it into a beard. So number 1, the best active mustache, Jake Rogers of the Tigers. Unconfirmed rumors, he's actually just an early Nick Offerman character, or he might be the reincarnation of Jack Lynch, the 37-game winner of the 1884 Mets. Through baseball history, the mustache has waxed and waned. In the 19th century, the mustaches outnumbered the non-mustaches. The famous Old Judge baseball cards of the 1880s show 512 different players. 302 of them had mustaches. And by 1909, they were all gone. That was the year John Titus of the Phillies became the last player wearing a lip blanket on a baseball card until Dick Allen in 1971. And now, the 10th all-time greatest mustache is 4 mustaches. Tim Blackwell, Bruce Bochy, Corky Miller, and Rick Sweet, representing all the mustaches of all the great backup catchers, even Doug Eye-Chart Goosh. 9th, John Axford, 2011 winner of the Robert Goulet Memorial Award from the American Mustache Institute. 8th, Marvin Miller, hired to run the Players Union, 1966. Player mustaches return, 1970. Coincidence? I think not. 7th, Louis Tiant, as underrated a mustache as he was a pitcher. 6th, Hall of Famer orator Jim O'Rourke, broke in 1872. Last New York Giants game, 1904. Mustache still growing. 5th, new Hall of Famer Dick Allen, June 12, 1972. Smoking mustache, smoking a cigarette, in the dugout, on the cover. 4th, Keith Hernandez. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? Why is he not in the Mustache Hall of Fame? 3rd, Jim Mutry. 2nd best winning percentage among all managers all time. Basically invented the World Series, named the Giants. The Giants had this mustache in 1883 and still had it when he came back to hang out with the Giants in 1936. 2nd, here's another upset. 2nd all-time is Raleigh Fingers. Even though he had a mustache mini-me in Daniel Mengden, it's almost perfect, but it is not baseball's all-time greatest mustache. That belongs to Sal Fasano, a mustache for all of baseball, because Sal Fasano has basically worked for all of baseball. Backup catcher with the Royals, with the A's, with the Rockies, with the Angels, with the Orioles, with the Phillies, with the Yankees, with the Jays, with Cleveland, in the minors with the Rays and with the Brewers, coach with the Braves, minor league manager, and now assistant pitching coach of the Angels. The Raleigh Fingers mustache is in the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. The Sal Fasano mustache is the greatest mustache for 12 different franchises.
Okay, wow. We'll hear from Sal in just a second. Mark Langston, did you ever sport a mustache in your big league career?
No, none of the big leagues.
Oh.
I did when I was in Double-A. I had a mustache in Double-A, and actually, my Double-A baseball card is me with a mustache.
I think we're going to have to dig that up, and in post-game, this is a deep tease. I'll be working with Langer in post-game, and we'll pull it up. Right, guys? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Here is Sal Fasano. He told me, got to be #1 for something.
Congratulations on the acknowledgement for having one of the best mustaches in the game. Tell me about it.
I'd like to thank my parents for giving me the genetics to grow mustaches. You know, it's funny. I think sometimes people forget that I played because they talk more about the mustache. I mean, my playing career was pretty forgettable, so. But it's actually kind of funny. You know, I actually grow this. It pays homage to my uncle, my great uncle, actually, Uncle Wally, still around. He's in Chicago. But he always had a Fu Manchu, and we used to watch. We used to have Samurai Sunday in Chicago, so we would watch like karate movies all the time. And I would sit on his couch with him and he'd watch it. And I was like, if I ever grow a mustache, I want to grow it just like you.
Way to go, Sal. That is awesome. The GOAT of mustaches, my opinion, Salvador Dali, #1. Go ahead, Google it. Close it in on First Pitch. We got lineups coming up next. Stay there.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
The Mets were a great story last season.
It's gone! He did it! He did it!
You got to think the expectations are sky high. They know that they're built to win.
I love the additions.
Juan Soto to the Mets.
It's real.
This is landscape changing that changes the arc of the Mets.
You want to make a dynasty.
Really like their bullpen a lot.
The ball game is over. Put it in the book.
It's going to take everything from everybody.
We got to stay together and we got to post up.
Aaron Judge looking to do some damage.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Oh, my God!
Near the wall.
Sorry.
Woo! No fly zone!
So fast, Bobby.
Paul skis! Cannons! Otani!
Living legend.
We did it! Yes! Oh, this is the best!
Please tell me you caught that.
Game's tough ones against the Athletics in the first two. Here's the lineup. Mike Trout, who just ran by us, Langer, and we have these umbrellas because of the heat, and he made fun of it. I think he laughed at us.
He did, yeah. He doesn't understand sitting here directly into the sun can affect things.
How do you think it's going to do for Mike, who's in the second longest homerist drought of his career leading off?
I like him in the leadoff spot. He has been taking his walks. You look at, maybe the numbers aren't there, but the on-base percentage is. He's over 350 with the on-base percentage. Maybe this is, a lot of times, we saw Joe Madden do it in the past. A lot of managers will put a guy that's maybe struggling a little bit in that number one spot. It's a completely different spot for him. I like him there.
Off day for Zach Neto. Logan Davidson makes his first career start as an Angel at first base. Langer, great job. We'll see you for post.
I love it. Let's do it.
Stepping aside, we've got Wayne Randazzo, Mark Gubas, and Erica Weston coming up next.
Through Hims, you can get treatment for weight loss, ED, and hair loss. It's made just for you.
There's an easier way. From little fixes to big projects, taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better than that.
Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff. He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth the Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Go my zone, Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous.
Julio!
FanDuel Sports Network, the home of the Clippers, Kings, and Angels.
Well, it is certainly a beautiful day for baseball in the month of September. It's a baseball month. Everybody knows that. Here at Angel Stadium today, it's the finale of a three-game series between the Sacramento Athletics and the Los Angeles Angels. Alongside Mark Gubicza, I'm Wayne Randazzo. Gooby, the Angels need to find a way to pull out a victory here to avoid a sweep.
Yeah, Wayne, really tough one, especially the last two starts. You know, but Farris coming off that great debut he had in Kansas City. Hopefully has a good game here today. Get the offense going. Still looking for that continuity between the top and the bottom of the lineup.
Now, one thing that has been constant for the Angels has been the production of Joe Adell, a breakout year that continues for the Angels right field.
Incredible, Wayne. Again, another home run last night, giving him a 34 on the season. 92 RBI, slugging over 500, OPS over 800. It's really set up before you hit the home run, a nice shot to right field after a long at bat with 2 strikes, and then he hit another mammoth home run on a fastball. It's really turned his season around as far as what he's done against fastballs this season. And when you look about what he has done over the last 86 games, Wayne, 28 home runs. He'd be on pace for a 53 home run season over 162 games. So it's great to see that kind of power, great to see the smile, but I think the battle in the batter's box for him has been exceptional this whole season.
And just absolutely pounding the baseball. And he's done well against the A's, a handful of homers against them this season for Joe Adell. We'll see if he can back Mitch Farris, who looked pretty good in his first major league start, got the victory. Farris looking to go 2 for 2 here today.
Yeah, Wayne, 5 innings, did a real nice job out there. Just 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 3 punch-outs. That's unique changeup he has that everyone's guessing either is it a curveball, is it a screwball, but his changeup is so good. We saw those numbers down in Double-A, how many strikeouts he had. It's not an overpowering fastball. Even that breaking ball they thought was a breaking ball to Bobby Witt Jr., that indeed was a changeup. This good enough is sneaking up on his fastball. Is once they start looking for that changeup to lefties, to righties, that changeup plays big time. Hopefully that'll do so this afternoon against the Athletics.
So the Angels hoping to get one here on this homestand against the A's, last time facing their division rival here this year before the Twins come in for the next 3 days. And of course, it's Grandparents' Day here at Angel Stadium.
Yes, it is. So hopefully there's some wisdom up here from all his grandparents. Say, hey guys, go out there and perform at the highest level and win a ball game today.
Yeah, well, that'll be on you. Grandpa Gooby has to come with the wisdom here today. The Angels and the A's here this afternoon at the Big A, the season series finale here at Angel Stadium this afternoon.
Judge looking to do some damage.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Oh, my God!
Near the wall.
Sorry. Woo! No fly zone!
So fast, Bobby.
Paul skis! Cannons! Otani! Living legend! We did it! Yes! Oh, this is the best!
Please tell me you caught that.
Arguably one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game.
At 100 miles an hour, Sandy ties a career high 14 strikeouts.
This guy is a difference maker for the Marlins.
He's a staff ace. He wants to take the ball, man. He has been great.
Sandy Alcantara has thrown a complete game shutout.
It's like if I faced you, you got no respect for me.
No.
Exactly.
Force at the front of the rotation.
The guy that wanted to finish what he starts.
Shutout for Sandy Alcantara.
Turn on baseball's national pregame show. MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
You know the top 3 are getting there.
First take from the players.
Understanding what I do well, and it's use the whole field.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays on MLB Network. The 611 Podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network.
Dual Sports Network brought to you by a brand new Hyundai. There's joy in every journey. And by UCI Health, compassionate expert care for everyone in the region. Learn more at ucihealth.org. Lovely day for a ball game here in the second weekend of September. Kind of the first weekend.
Welcome back, Wayne, by the way. You are the time traveler.
I traveled through many places and time zones on my way back here. There's no question about that.
Yes, you did.
So do these ladies on the field here at the Big A today as they are celebrating Grandparents' Day here at Angel Stadium.
So cool to be able to be out there at Grandparents' Day. There's nothing better in the world than wisdom and the love you get from the grandparents.
We do have some grandparents working on our program here this afternoon, including our very own Mark Gubiza. There are your twin granddaughters.
Yeah, little Hayden and Georgia.
Almost as tall as me now. How old are they?
Oh, yes.
And there's Mark Langston, who also has a few grandchildren as well that he likes to bring around with him here at Angel Stadium. Always good to see Langer and his grandkids here at the ballpark as well.
The best of time being a grandparent.
I would imagine so. It is a beautiful day here today at Angel Stadium. Getting a nice long look at Mark Langston and his grandparents and his grandchildren there as Mitch Farris is on the mound. Well, Farris looked pretty good in that first outing. You know, whatever the expectations are, not a huge prospect, but a guy who racked up a lot of strikeouts in both college ball and the minor leagues.
And a lot with his changeup, the description, unique. Even Pasquantino goes, I didn't even know what that was doing. I didn't know if it was a screwball, it was a curveball. But that's the beauty of being able to have that deceptive pitch. My go-to is for Farris to have a solid game here the first at the Big A. Spot his fastball effectively. And that'll have a lead to success with his unique changeup. He had 2 punch-outs of the 3 strikeouts on his changeup in Kansas City. And with these batters for the Athletics, as powerful they are, that changeup could come into play both the righties and lefties here this afternoon.
So the A's batting order, it's a team that has scored a lot of runs, not just against the Angels either. This Sacramento lineup has been quite good lately. Of course, Nick Kurtz has really taken off. Colby Thomas has done well, especially against the Angels. Soderstrom and Wilson having good years as well. You know, the A's feel like they're an up-and-coming roster if they can just get their pitching straightened out, because they have some bats in that lineup for Mark Kotsur.
Yeah, they've scored a lot of runs so far in the series, and big thing is they've been patient enough too, and they've made some contact throughout the series. Not a lot of strikeouts. They have the power, but not a lot of strikeouts and working some walks.
So away we go here at Angel Stadium on a very pretty Sunday afternoon. The Angels need to win this game to keep the A's from passing them in the standings. Here's Nick Kurtz on the first pitch, hitting a fly ball to left field pretty deep. This one will stay in the park as Ward goes to the warning track to haul it in. One pitch, one out.
And the Nissan defense behind Farris today. You see Taylor Ward making that play that drifted towards the corner in center field. You got Teodosio and Adele in right field. Third base today, you got Moncada, Peraza playing shortstop. Zach Neto getting Dale, Chris Taylor, Logan Davidson making the start over first base. Logan O'Hoppe, 2 Logans in the lineup here for the Halos today. Davidson making his fourth appearance and 3rd start at first base. He had 1 double play so far. He was out early today working a lot on his defense at first base. Look at that, 2 Logans.
2 Logans on the squad right here. Davidson and O'Hoppe both in the lineup today. Here is Mitch Farris stealing ball 1 to Brent Rooker, who is the designated hitter today. There's O'Hoppe behind the plate.
So when anything good with the Logans today, we got to go out with our Wolverine sign.
I would love that. There's ball 2 to Rooker, who has had a good year. He's kind of fallen into the background a little bit behind what Kurtz and Wilson have done, but can't sleep on Rooker's 27 home runs. He's always hurt the Angels. He's threw that fastball, 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's, you know, for Farris trying to mix speeds and change those locations. He's looking for hitters to be fooled on pitches that don't have the kind of velocity that, you know, a lot of pitchers have nowadays. As Rooker flips one foul to the right side, but there's nothing wrong with getting outs from a pitcher who doesn't throw 95.
Exactly, and you see with those 2 swings there for Rooker, he's a guy that's middle in, tremendous power there. That fastball was right on the outside corner, swung through it, then that changeup away. So now think changeup going down off the plate and see if you get him to chase it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Rooker. Right in on his hands, he fouled that one off. Farris is a fun story, and he certainly was emotional after that major league debut of his, where he picked up his first big league win. A lot of family and friends were in attendance in Kansas City and also watching the broadcast. Farris trying to follow up with another good one today as Rooker fouls one.
Always the key for a pitcher like Farris is make sure you just throw strikes. I mentioned that, Wayne. You don't have to throw hard. You have to throw strikes and hit your spots.
And the art of pitching. Sometimes it feels like it's fallen by the wayside, but still see some guys like Mitch Farris trying to make it. And he got Rooker in on his catch in there as Taylor makes the catch, but it's exactly what we're talking about. He kind of ate Rooker up in that at bat with 90 miles an hour and those off-speed pitches.
Yeah, and he set him up because he thought he was going to try to get him out of the way, and he kept looking away after a couple swings that weren't that great for normal for you see from Rooker. Then got that fastball in and jammed him. You see, that was a kind of a backup slider upstairs.
So 2 outs and the base is empty. It's Colby Thomas. Thomas swings hard. He's certainly looking to hit the ball a long way. And at times so far against the Angels, he has been able to do that. He's not really caught up to the rest of the league in that manner yet. But he's had some big swings against the Angels so far in the 2 times we've seen him.
Already 3 home runs.
Out of his 5 in the major leagues. So Thomas has found his way against the Angels. But he's batting third. He's someone the A's do believe in, even though he has not proven that yet against the rest of the league. There's a high pop-up. It's Davidson over near the A's dugout, and he bumps in, and he cannot hold on to the ball. He bumped up against the railing and was not able to secure the catch after doing so.
Remember, he was an Athletic earlier too. Maybe not get a lot of help from his former teammate.
He bumped that railing. It kind of broke his focus, it seemed like, a little bit. And he drops the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Thomas with another pop foul. They said no play on that. Did not give Davidson an error.
He was in position looking like that, and then all of a sudden as it hits the railing, it
how's
pushed
that
it out of his glove.
That's an error. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Thomas. There's a liner to left center field. Teodosio gets in position quickly and makes the catch.
His jumps are incredible off the bat.
1, 2, 3 in the first for Mitch Farris. It's Farris' day on.
If you ask your family what they want for dinner and you get 4 different answers, this one's for you. With Home Chef's family menu, eating dinner together just got easier, thanks to family-sized oven-ready recipes that make dinner time stress a thing of the past. Our fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and easy prep recipes save you time and money. The oven-ready tin means no pots or pans, so you can breeze past after-dinner cleanup. Home Chef's family menu, solving family dinner, 1 meal at a time. Get 18 free meals at homechef.com.
Want the effects of Viagra, but faster? Meet Rose Sparks. They contain sildenafil and tadalafil, the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis, but Sparks dissolve under the tongue. Dissolvables work faster than old-school pills. Plus, tadalafil, the active ingredient in Cialis, stays in your system for long-lasting results. Faster acting and long-lasting? We got you. See if Sparks are right for you at ro.co/sparks.
Brought to you by Simpson Chevy. Mike Trout moves up to the #1 spot in the order today, with Zach Neto getting a day off. Then it's Moncada, Taylor Ward, and Joe Adell making up the top half of the lineup. And you have Taylor, Peraza, Ohapi, Logan Davidson getting his first start as an Angel at first base. And Teodosio behind is in center field, batting the #9 spot against Luis Severino, the veteran, on the mound for the A's. And the first pitch to Trout is a high strike.
Trout 2 for 4 with a home run against Severino.
Kind of a broken record here with regard to Trout, who has not homered now in 24 consecutive games.
He's coming down to 100 plate appearances now for Trout.
He had one longer homerless streak, 27, which happened in 2015. It's been a head-scratching month here for Trout since his last homer on August 6th. Fouls one back, no balls and 2 strikes.
Seems to be that common theme, though. A lot of times, the last number of bats for Trout being behind 0-2. To be able to fight back in a lot of them.
Under that as he fouls it off. Luis Severino's pitched well on the road this year. His ERA 2.94. Away from Sacramento, where he's voiced his displeasure about the situation there. But he's the one who signed the contract. He signed a pretty long contract, too, to join the A's. A 3-year deal. That'll cover all the time in Sacramento. Well done. There's a swing and a miss by Trout. And that is strike 3.
And my go-tos to get some runs and have some good swings against Severino this afternoon, where the baseball will carry. His drive fastballs in the air. I mentioned how that will carry in the air pretty well. It's 7 home runs allowed on fastballs and square up the sweeper when it's in the zone. When he gets you to chase out of the zone, it's a tough one. In zone, no, he's giving up 5 home runs on the sweeper.
There's a strike to Yoan Moncada. I wonder if the Mets are kicking themselves a little bit about letting Severino go. You know, they spent some money on Frankie Montas. That's blown up in their face. Sean Manaea has not pitched well as Moncada gets hit by a pitch, but Severino has looked pretty good, especially lately. And I bet the Mets are thinking, maybe we kept the wrong guys.
By the way, that's the 14th batter that Severino has hit this season. 14. Cutter ran in on Moncada.
Severino does lead the American League in that category, and it's a career high, hitting 14 batters this year. He's hit more batters than he's given up home runs to batters. He's only allowed 13 homers this year, which is a feat in and of itself, playing or pitching at least half of his games in that ballpark in Sacramento, which has been one of the most homer-friendly ballparks in all of baseball. I wonder if you could guess what the most homer-friendly park has been in the major leagues this year.
I'd even say here.
The Angels Stadium is up there, but not in the top 10, but not number 1.
Citizens Bank?
Nope, the Dodgers. Dodger
Stadium. Oh, that's interesting.
Has been the most homer-friendly stadium in the majors this year.
It's supposed to be one of the ones that doesn't allow home runs. It always was for a long time.
Even more than Cincinnati or Sacramento or Citizens Bank or Yankee Stadium. Dodgers.
And Coors Field, too?
That's right.
Wow.
2 balls and a strike on Taylor Ward. Dodgers, though, Coors Field's always kind of played more to extra base hits in general than just home runs. They've made it very spacious because of the thin air there. So you get a lot of doubles and triples at Coors Field. That's why you get so many cycles at Coors Field, because it is so expansive in the outfield and in some ways make up for the thin air, so that everything isn't just a home run, but it's opened up the door to have just everything fall in for a hit. It's 3 balls and a strike on Taylor Ward, now with 95 runs batted in this year. Trying to hold off Adele for the team lead.
Pretty good as far as day game numbers, too.
Flies this one to shallow right field. Colby Thomas tracks it in and handles it. 2 outs.
The defense behind Severino today for the Athletics. Been pretty good so far in this series. Soderstrom in left. Butler's made a lot of good plays. Thomas in right field. So some athleticism in the outfield for the Athletics. Third base, Harris today. Wilson. Geloff at second. Kurtz back at first base. Got from behind the plate. But Geloff made a great play against Logan O'Hoppe so far. 1 defensive run save for him. Getting more acclimated, playing better.
Joe Adele slams one towards center. It's deep. Butler's at the wall. It's gone. Joe Adele hammers the A's again. His 6th home run off from this year, and number 35 for Joe Adele.
94 RBIs. Crushed that sinker. Another fastball destroyed. 108 off the bat for Joe Adele, who says hello to the Athletics again.
He is on a heater right now as well.
Make that now 29 home runs in his last 87 games. Huh. That's incredible. That baseball got out in no time. Wow. Joe Adele.
One of the true bright spots this year for the Halos. We talk a lot about Zach Neto's continued evolution as he's become one of the best shortstops in all of baseball, but You know, Joe Adell's emergence this year is right up there with Neto's storyline as some of the best bright spots for the Angels in 2025.
And so much bat speed. Now we're like we've talked about a lot, Wayne. Now he's hitting the ball in the air. Remember, a lot of those baseballs he was hitting hard were on the ground at infielders. Now in the air, going a long, long way.
And a 35 homer year is no joke. He's got a shot at 40, still with a few weeks to play, and he's closing in on 100 RBIs as well. 94 of those, one behind Ward for the team lead.
And when you go back to the first couple months of the season, struggle versus fastballs, about a 135, 145 batting average. Well, now well over around 260. Struggled in day games. Well, that's not the case anymore. Another blast in a day game.
Taylor cuts through that, and it was caught for the out. It was to end the inning, but Joe Adell is back on the board. His 35th home run of the season. It was a blast to straightaway center. The Angels with a 2-0 lead.
Buying golf clubs off the rack is like buying shoes that don't fit. It just doesn't make sense. At PXG, every club is custom fit to your swing. Our expert fitters use the unique adjustability of PXG clubs to help you hit it longer, straighter, and play with the confidence you've always wanted. Your game isn't generic. Your golf club shouldn't be either. A PXG fitting changes everything. Book now at PXG.com or a PXG store near you. PXG, you've never played like this before.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
Nothing lead. No Zach Neto in the lineup today. It's his first game starting a game on the bench going back to June 29th. So it's been a little bit. And of course, we know how much of a gamer he is. He wasn't really happy about it. He was sitting on the stairs in the dugout early this morning with interim manager Ray Montgomery, who told us he's had a lot better success this season in managing his emotions. And that's the conversation that they were having. A better job of the highs and lows in a long season. The lows have been a lot less low. The highs have been more controlled. And he's really maturing into the type of player we're watching every day. So he's done a good job of that. But the conversation, he knows October is the goal, not September.
That ball falls in front of Teodosio for a base hit by Soderstrom leading off here in the second inning. Well, Zach Neto not happy about having his name not in the lineup today. And you know what? I'm not happy about it either.
No.
This guy you want to see play every single day.
And you love the fact that he's not happy about not being out there. And Soderstrom, by the way, can swing the bat even against lefties. He's got a chance of being a really, really good player for a lot of years for the Athletics.
A lot of hitters in this lineup. Here's one of them. Jacob Wilson fouls one off. Now, Wilson is starting to challenge Aaron Judge again for the American League batting title. At this moment, Judge is hitting .321. Wilson batting .318. So he does have a chance, and he is a qualified hitter, even though he's missed some time. So he lines this one to right field. Adell sizes that up for the first out.
Joe looks such a better outfielder and so more comfortable in right field than he is in center field. Even though he got better as the season progressed when Mike Trout was out there, but in right field, and you can see his numbers is jumping off the charts since he's playing a lot more right field.
And that's a good point. Those numbers seem to coincide with his move back to right field permanently, at least for this year. And the Angels will have to figure that out for next year. What do you make of Trout and his future? This one headed almost to our booth. Off the bat of Zach Geloff. I'm sure Dallas Braden would have caught that in his beard if he had the chance.
He was trying to dive for it, but not quite there.
No balls and a strike on Geloff, playing second base once again for the A's. Guy missed a lot of time this year and seen a lot of Geloff. The count here is 0-2, but you know, if Trout's going to be the DH moving forward, or at least for most of the time, then you can say Joe Adell will be your everyday right fielder next year. I don't know if the Angels or Trout are ready to talk about that or make that decision quite yet. Here's a fly ball, and it's Chris Taylor.
That's a great play by Chris Taylor to see Davidson not getting a real good read on that one too. And Chris Taylor covered a lot of ground. He's played outfield. We know he's an infielder by trade, but he covered a lot of ground. Look where he's at. He's right by the base at second, and he's getting that towards the foul line. That is some coverage for Chris Taylor.
Davidson was ready for Taylor to come and get that one as Taylor makes the catch in shallow right field.
That was tailor made.
2 outs. Here is Lawrence Butler. I love how on the video board it says Lawrence Butler learned baseball from Marquise Grissom. I mean, that's kind of the black and white of it. It's maybe a little bit more detailed than that. But I guess nuts and bolts, that is the case, that Lawrence Butler learned baseball. In some ways, he was mentored by Marquise Grissom. Grissom has basically a farm, and on this farm he has baseball fields cut out, and he has all these kids from the Atlanta area that come over and work out on the farm. They're called the Hill Boys, and guys like Chandler Simpson and Will Benson and Butler, among others, are out there along with Grissom and Luke Collier, former major leaguer, who helped run this facility.
I think that's great.
Swing and a miss with the runner going, and O'Hoppe's throw nowhere near. Soderstrom steals second base.
And that's always, when it's a left-handed pitcher, it's always on the pitcher because you're just going on first movement. Always difficult as a catcher to throw out the base stealer when he gets that kind of a jump.
And scoring position with 2 outs as Butler loops one toward the right side. Kind of in a tough spot. Davidson is chasing this one, and it's in the neighborhood as he slides and couldn't quite catch up to it. That one was pretty well down the right field line and out of play. Two outs with Soderstrom at second base, and the count 1 ball 2 strikes still on Lawrence Butler.
He'll throw that change up to lefties. I mentioned he'll throw it to righties, but there's a change up there, had him out in front. This is kind of one of those change up too. If you can have that almost that curveball action on it, it'd be a perfect one.
Fastball that Butler took for ball 2. Farris trying to work through this inning here. Swing and a miss, strike 3 upstairs with that fastball, and he got Butler down on strikes to end the inning. First strikeout, a couple of scoreless innings for Farris.
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers. Luxury is handcrafted and assembled in American factories and brought directly to you with our complimentary in-home delivery and setup service. Which is why over 90% of customers would recommend Saatva to friends and family. Saatva, luxury mattresses made affordable.
The true West has no fences. There's an edge, but you gotta find it. Find comfort from the traditions that help define it, and the confidence from having the courage to defy it. But being brave isn't about being different. It's about being yourself. Now, we might not need more people in the West, but would it hurt to have a little more West in the people?
For the game today, going Leonard Skinner, call me the breeze. That afternoon, warm afternoon, little move with the wind. Baseball will carry. Joe Adell didn't really need a whole lot to carry that one over the wall in center field, but it will carry a lot better here in the day.
That's a new nickname for you. I hadn't thought of. The breeze.
Yes. Don't worry, I'll get in the game now. It's an automatic.
Oswald Peraza is playing shortstop today. It's his natural position. With Zach Neto getting the day off, we've seen Peraza at an unnatural position for him a lot lately, playing first base. Lofts a fly ball pretty deep to right. Thomas fights the sun and makes the catch.
Yeah, that deep carry in the corner, yes. It's like the baseball that Kurtz hit that Taylor Ward ran down in the left field corner. Both going the opposite way.
Well, that's Kurtz's game. He loves hitting home runs the other way. He's hit a whole bunch this year. One out here in the second as Logan O'Hoppe will be the batter. Wouldn't it be nice to see O'Hoppe hit the ball more with authority to right and right center?
And he's got such good power. He's got to be able to let that baseball travel and go that way, then eventually force the pitchers in. They're going away with him all the time, as you see. He's staying away until he stays on the baseball and hit it that way. It's going to be a difficult pitch for O'Hoppe to hit hard.
1 ball, 1 strike on O'Hoppe. Still waiting for that 20th home run. His average, though, is dipped under 220 and a 260 on base percentage for O'Hoppe. Feels like there would be more opportunities to raise those numbers if he was able to look at right field a little bit. He gets this ball to right center, really on cue. Butler goes back and he lays out to make the catch, jumps the wall. Wow, what a play by Butler. You know, it's unfortunate O'Hoppe didn't get the result there because that's exactly the swing we were just talking about.
Yeah, it went hard the other way yesterday too. Finally started to do so. That was hit extremely well, and Butler, I'll tell you what, he can cover some ground. We talk about Clark going in with that incredible play here last time the Athletics were in town, but Butler covers a ton of ground himself.
There's some athletes on this A's team, no question, as Butler stretched out to make that catch. 2 down. That's exactly what O'Hoppe, who has a lot of power, can get more hits, more extra base hits, more of everything if he would hit the ball to center field and right center field more often.
I guarantee you now, Wayne, after that swing, he's going to get a pitch on the inner half at some point against Severino now, and that will be the baseball he can turn on. Staying back and hitting the ball that hard the other way was important for O'Hoppe, and he hit that one to 103 miles per hour off the bat.
Here is Logan Davidson. This is not Davidson's first rodeo at the major league level. He knows the A's well. They were the team that drafted him a first-round pick in 2019 out of Clemson University. He's from Charlotte, North Carolina, went to Providence High School there. He had good numbers at Clemson. Not the kind of eye-popping numbers that you normally would see from a first-round pick, but decent numbers, and he did well in the A's minor league system. Just hasn't got a lot of major league looks. He's only played in 10 major league games entering today. This is his second as an Angel in his first start. And he's a smarty pants too. Graduated from Clemson in 3 years.
Wow.
Ooh. Mr. Professor. Here's a fly ball to right center field as Thomas makes the catch. Davidson not bragging, but the Angels scoreboard people were bragging on his behalf.
Yes.
1, 2, 3 inning.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are going to win today.
This is their chance to have another run. This is their time.
This is the Cubs division to lose this year.
They need to be singing the song quite a bit this year.
That's hammered. Kyle Tucker, welcome to the Cubs. Gone! Dansby swats it.
He's one of the most talented ball players.
Pete Crow Armstrong, what a stud.
Showed it Imanaga. It's about falling in love with him.
Seiya Suzuki for the grand slam.
And this is when you put the pedal to the metal. I think we got a really good team.
I want to talk about the Angels. They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
The energy level and the swag and the confidence.
It is Trelliher.
Game's on notice.
Magneto Magnificent.
High octane. It is fuel. It is hot. It's coming at you in a big way.
It was 105.5 miles an hour.
No way.
The Halos are unstoppable right now.
Off Base is in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, all season long, only on MLB Network.
MLB, together with our clubs and fans, join the fight against childhood cancer. We celebrate childhood cancer survivors and recognize all those undergoing treatment. To learn more, go to MLB together.com/childhood cancer. There's a ball hit well foul to the left by Brett Harris, as Harris leads off here in the third inning, playing third base today. Harris is a good defender, has not shown that he can hit much at the major league level. 1 ball, 1 strike on Harris here. Mitch Farris in his second major league start. Well, so far he's carried himself over from that first good outing. Here's a ground ball. Taylor with a sliding stop, spins into his throw and gets the out at first.
2 outstanding defensive plays already this afternoon by Chris Taylor. 1 on a pop-up there, good range on a ground ball also. To the glove side on the slide, quickly gets up, strong throw, gets the first out. Tell you what, anywhere you put him, Chris Taylor will play some solid defense.
Just a solid player all around. Taylor brings such a veteran presence and a lot of flexibility where you can place him. You've got to have around. The Angels wish they would have had him around more. After the Dodgers let him go, the Angels scooped him up pretty quickly. They thought they'd have a good opportunity to give him some playing time, which the Dodgers could not. Taylor has not been able to stay healthy. Here's a fly ball to left center. Teodosio's on his horse, racing back, but that is gone. Willie McIver.
Looked like he missed first base.
Well, he went back and touched it. It's his 3rd home run. That's the last guy you want to give up homers to in this lineup, because there's so much power up and down this A's order, but it's the number 9 hitter, McIver, who gets them on the board.
Both now with 198 home runs on the season. Boy, did that baseball jump out quickly. Fastball down the heart of the plate. That's the thing, when you're not overpowering, you got to make sure you're on the edges with that fastball, or at the very least have them guessing off speed.
When the Angels play the A's, you're going to see home runs. The Angels have hit 198. They've allowed 199. The A's have hit 198. They've allowed 201. Only the Rockies have allowed more homers than the Angels and the A's have. Here's Nick Kurtz, who hits a lot of them, fly to left his first time. Kurtz has 23 home runs now. To left and left center, basically non-pulled home runs is how they describe it. Out of his 29 total, 23 non-pulled homers for Kurtz. Our Kia player profile as Mitch Farris strikes out Nick Kurtz here, 2 up, 2 down.
Now that was that changeup again. How we talk about it being a unique changeup.
This is Kurtz, who has had just a dramatically good season, especially since about the beginning of July. He's got the 2nd highest OPS in the American League, behind Aaron Judge. A remarkable rookie year. He'll be the rookie of the year for sure. Rooker floats one to shallow right center. It's Adele trotting in to end the inning. A's get on the board on a homer by their number 9 hitter, Willie McIver. It's 2-1.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network. Catch up on all the baseball action with a triple play. Kevin Millar, Ryan Dempster, and Sierra Santos. 3 hosts joined by baseball's biggest stars for the best interview in baseball. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Mike Trout and his grandparents as a young boy, and it will be Trout batting second here in the bottom of the third against Luis Severino. The Angels have a 2-1 lead.
Grandfather had his Penn State shirt on. We are Penn State.
Well, you know, Trout loving those Philadelphia Eagles. They're 1-0 in this young football season, beating the Cowboys the other night.
There's some Eagle fans on that right side of the infield too, I think, with Kurtz and Gallup. Same.
I was at the Dallas airport this morning. I saw a lot of Micah Parsons jerseys in the clearance rack at DFW today.
Speaking of Penn State.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Teodosio. Not a good sign.
No, probably not.
Teodosio leading off here in the 3rd inning. Swinging and missing here. Severino makes short work of Teodosio for strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Severino. We'll bring up Trout.
That was aggressive. First pitch. He saw his first at bat. He had a day game where he picked up his 1,000th RBI and home run to dead center field here against Seattle.
It was a Sunday afternoon. Had a good cut there. No balls and a strike. Well, Trout doesn't lack supporters around baseball. That's one thing as I go from these other cities to call some of these other games, is that everybody wants Mike Trout to figure it out and find success in the second half of his career. He still has a lot of fans. That ball right into the A's booth. Did Chris Carey or Braden catch that?
Braden got that one.
Braden caught it. That was not hit softly.
No.
Wow.
He wore it out too.
That was quite a grab by Dallas Braden. Now he's doing his whole pro wrestler bit in there too. He just threw it to somebody and then that person dropped it. Ball 1 to Trout. Let's see this.
I mean, that was a missile in there.
He just caught it like it was nothing. Well, Chris Carey being a real bandwagoner right there.
Yeah, well, you're smart, kid. Letting Dallas make the play.
Sure, yeah, hug him after the fact.
Well, as we're talking about Dallas makes the play.
Yeah, well, only somebody with that name can make it.
Oh, there you go. Dub Bears.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Trout. That ball hit well to the gap in left center field. It's Butler chasing, but he won't get there. Extra bases for Mike Trout as he lasers one to left center for a double.
Good swing there for Trout. Another good swing against Severino. That's that sweeper that got more of the zone. He went out and lined it to left center field. Good swing. 13th double for Trout. Give Moncada a chance to get that run back that the Athletics had got on the home run by MacGyver. By the way, I'm not thinking I'm throwing about a baseball that Mike Trout hit into the booth. I'm not throwing that back.
No. Yoel Moncada looks at the strike. Dallas Braden, he did throw a perfect game in his major league career. Well, what happened to the Dodgers last night? That's
an all-timer.
Still.
Bounce back today with a big game. Shohei had a good game for him, but still, that's incredible when you put it in perspective on Cal Ripken Jr. Day.
8 2/3 of no-hit ball from Yamamoto. Gives up the homer to Holiday.
Hit him again.
Moncada's been hit twice. So Severino has now hit 15 batters this year. He's gotten Moncada a couple of times in this game.
Clearly, that's a sweeper overthrown. That's where a majority of those. You look at like Charlie Morton is a guy that hits a lot of batters himself. He overthrows his curveball and he'll hit left-handed batters with it. Taylor Ward, an opportunity to try to stay ahead of Joe Adell in the home run. I mean, the RBI list here for the Halos.
Adell has driven in 94 with his 2-run homer earlier today. Ward has 95 runs batted in. Fly to right his first time in this one. A couple of men on base, so RBIs available for either. As there, the 2 batters due up here with Trout at second and Moncada at first. Angels have a 2-1 lead. against Luis Severino and the A's.
That friendly competition. You love to see that from your position players here. Back to back in the order too.
Two guys have just crushed the ball this season. A lot of extra base hits from both. Ward has 30 homers. Adele is 34 now. He has been on fire lately. High strike there. 96 from Severino. 0-2. Ward. 30 homer years. The third Angels first round pick to do that with Trout and Troy Gloss. Severino blows him away with that fastball. 97 over the outside corner. The strikeout of Ward. 2 outs. Joe Adele went deep in the first. He's the batter here.
Yeah, let's take a look at our Statcast to be powered by Google Cloud. 108 miles per hour off the bat. A 25-degree launch angle, and he launches that one. How hard he hit that, going 415 to apex, and it's 84 feet high. So that was a line shot out.
Always enjoy when you get into the apex of the ball flight.
Exactly, especially when you see sometimes you see those majestic ones well over 100 feet. That was on the line and got out. Not as much of a launch angle, 25 degrees, but that exit velocity.
It's a one-hopper to third here. Harris will just take it to the bag, which ends the inning.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball. This place doesn't know what hit them. These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
We got it up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party. Oh my, this guy is next level. Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
No way! What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Arguably one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game.
At 100 miles an hour, Sandy ties a career high 14 strikeouts.
This guy is a difference maker for the Marlins.
He's a staff ace. He wants to take the ball, man. He has been great.
Sandy Alcantara has thrown a complete game shutout.
It's like if I faced you, you got no respect for me.
No.
Exactly.
Force at the front of the rotations.
And the guy that wanted to finish what he starts.
Shutout for Sandy Alcantara.
Coming to the Big A Friday, September 26th. Take home your very own Angels jersey and be one of the first 25,000 fans in attendance when the Halos take on Houston to close out the season. Receive an Angels jersey courtesy of Pechanga Resort Casino. Visit angels.com/promotions. Colby Thomas will start the 4th inning here against Mitch Farris in his 2nd major league start. And this one so far has been just as good as the first one was against the Royals. Couple of strikeouts. Even facing a better lineup here, even though the A's don't have nearly the same record that the Royals do. You can make the case this is a better offensive lineup than what the Royals have.
Yeah, a lot deeper. That top 4 for Kansas City's tough, but then it kind of drifts off a little bit. This is a pretty deep lineup for the Athletics.
Bounces one down the third base side. Moncada picks it off balance throw right on target.
What a good play that was from Moncada. When he's moving, he is really good at third base.
Amazing how he can just sling the ball. It doesn't even seem like he's looking at where he's throwing it, and it just arrives where it's supposed to.
I mean, it's a tough play. Remember, he got hit in the foot by a pitch too. Still plants and makes a good throw over. It's like the old Magic no look pass.
I mean, he just barely picks his eyes up, and he just flips it about 100 feet to right where it needs to be. Tyler Soderstrom takes ball 1. It's a lot of practice throwing that ball from one side to the other for Yoan Moncada. There's so much effortlessness to Moncada's skills when he was a young player. It's why he was the consensus #1 prospect in all of baseball when he was traded from the Red Sox to the White Sox in that Chris Sale deal. He's the only consensus #1 prospect that's ever been traded. 2 balls and a strike on Soderstrom. And those are the guys you want to hang on to forever. Boston took a chance, got Chris Sale, won a World Series with him in 2018. And Moncada, he's a good player, but he has not turned into what everyone thought he would. You still see the skill set.
It's 2 pretty good pitches in a row for the youngster on the mound, too, by the way.
It's 3 balls and 1 strike on Soderstrom. Farris did not get that last call, even though it was all over the plate. Bill Miller is behind the plate today, veteran.
And usually when you think about him, if you're a pitcher, you want him behind the plate. He'll call strikes.
The full count now on Soderstrom after that last called strike.
We're the exact same spot as the pitch before.
And there is ball 4, so Soderstrom reaches on a 1-out walk. First walk issued by either pitcher today. Brings up Jacob Wilson. Think about Wilson as a guy who puts the ball in play a lot, hits the ball hard a lot, and hits the ball on the ground a fair amount. He's hit into 15 double plays. That's in the Angels' bag. They love to turn 2. Ball 1 to Wilson.
Base on balls has really hurt the Halos staff of late, too. Hopefully you'll be able to get that ground ball with an infielder.
This ball punched to the right field line as it slices out of play.
You got to play basically straight up in the outfield and infield when Wilson's at the plate.
Wilson lined to right field his first time up. Yanks this one to left field. Taylor Ward moves over and makes the catch. 2 down. I'll bring up Geloff, who popped out his first time.
Soderstrom stole a base last time. This might be the time he might try if Farris is not paying attention to him. He's got 8 stolen bases on the year.
Swing and a miss by Geloff. Remember Geloff when he first came up a couple of years ago, hit a lot of home runs right away. Had 10 homers in his first 35 major league games. It's the quickest in A's history to get to that number, even faster than Mark McGwire.
So they win again.
0-2. Geloff is from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Not exactly a baseball hotbed necessarily, but a nice beach from what we understand. The ball's 2 strikes on Geloff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Farris has fanned 3. He's only allowed 1 run in the first 4 innings.
We got our hands up in the air, 'cause it's a party. We having fun here, 'cause it's a party.
Oh my.
This guy is next level.
Oh my goodness.
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
What a moment. This is the show that never ends.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out. My goodness.
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck. 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Paul Skeens.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a cruise missile. More fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
the best second baseman in the game. That's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
Stadium. Angels trying to avoid a home sweep against the A's, team that they've won the season series against this year. A's have played a lot better on the road, though, than in Sacramento. 500 ball club on
got him again. I think he hit another batter.
Chris Taylor got nipped.
Can hear it.
That'll be the third hit batsman for Severino today.
Severino's looking in. He's looking in to make sure that he can hear something. Yeah.
A's will not challenge.
Runs that in. Just touched a hand there. You don't want to be hitting hand again for Chris Taylor.
He's got that padding over the left hand.
His former teammates here.
As Peraza fly to right. They did spend some time together in New York with the Yankees. Peraza was just trying to get his feet wet at the major league level for a lot of that time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees were a winner today. They beat Toronto 4-3. Big series win for New York. They're now just 2 games behind the Blue Jays for first place in the American League East. Red Sox are not far behind as well. Boston game and a half behind the Yankees entering today, trailing in Arizona 1-0.
Needs to know that's 16 batters that Severino has hit this season.
He certainly boosted that total here today by hitting 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Peraza. Taylor aboard, leadoff man, hit by a pitch. Peraza swats one foul. We've only seen the long ball come into play today. And Dell, 2-run homer for the Angels in the first. McIver hit a solo shot for the A's in the third inning. Only 2 hits on each side so far. A glutton of offense from the A's in the first 2 games of this series, scoring 27 runs total. Peraza down on strikes with a high fastball that gets by him. 1 out here in the 4th inning. Well, today is Grandparents' Day. So there is my 86, soon to be 87-year-old grandmother on the far right.
That's awesome.
Rosemarie, that's my mother there. So the grandma of those 2 little girls right there, Jasmine and Isabella. And here is Erica with her grandma. You haven't changed one bit. You're
No,
the same.
the face and the fit, they are serving. That's my grandma.
The haircut, too.
Helen.
Where's the bangs?
Yeah. She's my only living grandparent right now. She's 96 years young. She'll be 97 next month.
That's awesome.
Wow. What's her birthday?
October, Wayne.
I know, but what day?
Oh, I gotta ask Mom. Gotta text Mom. Gotta text Mom.
What? Here's a fly ball to left. Ohapi down the line. It's deep, but it is foul.
As he mentioned, he was going to get something inside after that good swing to right center field, and he got it just out in front.
1 balls, 2 strikes. My grandmother's birthday is next month, too. I was just wondering if they were birthday twins.
Could be. I was hoping it's October 11th. That's my son's birthday, so
it's not that one.
Well, thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah, my grandmother will be 87. Erica's will be 97. 1 balls, 2 strikes on Logan Ohapi. My mother, I know you don't like to talk about this. She's the same age as you are.
Well,
October 11th is
yes,
Erica's birthday.
There you go. It's a great day. And I'll let the thing you just say go by. Appreciate that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I didn't hear you, Wayne. What'd you say?
Yeah, no, I'm just stating facts. That's all. Can't get in trouble if you state facts. That's what I mean.
Just the facts, man.
Stick to the facts.
Yes.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Ohapi.
Oh, October 11th is a great day.
Taylor goes, and he'll get a stolen base here as McIver is unable to make the clean catch behind the play. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Taylor had a huge jump.
Second stolen base of the season for Taylor. A walking lead and going.
Pudge Rodriguez wouldn't have been able to throw out Taylor there after that jump.
An RBI opportunity for Ohapi.
That's ball 4, so Ohapi draws a walk. He had a really good swing in his first at bat today as he lined out on a good catch by Butler, and then he hit that ball down the left field line in this at bat that almost got out.
That's some good signs for that swing when you hit the ball to right center and then you hit one down the left field line and just hold it just foul.
Great for Ohapi and his psyche. If he could just have a good few weeks here to end the season, start to see some results on balls that he strikes well, especially if he is hitting the ball the other way with some authority.
It's back-to-back games with a walk too for Ohapi.
Here's Davidson taking ball 1. Davidson getting an opportunity while Shonowell is still out. Our Indeed player resume as we show you more about the first-round pick, Logan Davidson. Tied up there, 1 ball, 1 strike.
With this offense that the Athletics have, it's very important when you have opportunities to score runs. You have to do so.
Taylor at second base, Ohapi's at first. Davidson bounces one foul off his foot. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
By the way, every time you look at around baseball, you see Cleveland, you think they're done, and all of a sudden they start playing good baseball. They win that series against the Rays, and now they're 2 games over 500.
Still in it. The Royals are still in it. The Rangers are still in it. Seattle, who's fallen way back lately, although they did win big today, 18-2, allowed these teams to have hope. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Mariners.
Seahawks brought their game today.
18 for Seattle.
Yeah. They did give up a safety though.
Yes, Kyle Raleigh did hit a home run in that game. Now 53. This is 1 behind Mickey Mantle for the most ever by a switch hitter in a single season. Pretty remarkable year for Raleigh, and a real chance to unseat Judge as the MVP in the American League.
That baseball had to go by Erica in there, didn't it?
Eric was busy reporting.
Dropped right in front of me, guys. Right in front of me. Gooby, you got a great eye on these foul balls that come my way. Thank you. I appreciate you protecting me.
Yes,
I'm wide awake now,
true.
in case anybody was wondering.
Yes.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Davidson. Didn't miss a beat over there on those balls into the camera room.
Yeah, or into the booth next door when Dallas Brady made a play on it.
Well, we have to be awake for those.
Yes.
Those get dangerously close to our booth. Three balls and 2 strikes. A liner to left center field. This one headed toward the gap, but it is caught by a leaping Soderstrom.
It's kind of off the left-handed bat. It's going to work its way towards the left fielder, and he made a nice play on that. We know that great throwing arm he has out there. You remember the catcher? That's a good route he took to get to that baseball. Had to jump up at the end. Hit well by Davidson.
Ball kind of lingered in the air too for a while. Gave him that extra time to get there.
Off the bat, you're seeing where Butler was. You thought they'd have a shot. And then Soderstrom was able to run over because it went back. It's that slice right back towards him.
2 out, 2 on. Teodosio will bat after we hear from Hyundai.
Charge up to 178 miles in just 15 minutes. How it should be.
Teodosio struck out his first time. Really excellent defender. You know, we hear so much about Nelson Rada being a primo defender at AAA now for the Angels. This guy's a really good defender too. I mean, Teodosio can play defense like anyone in center field. When you think about the best defensive center fielders out there, there's not much separating them from Teodosio as he punches one toward the right field line. It's falling. It is fair. It bounces out of play, but it scores a run. Taylor comes in, and Teodosio with an RBI double makes it 3-1.
His 7th double of the season. Good swing there. Went down and got that sinker and punched it down the right field line. RBI is 4th. Just making contact. The more contact he makes, the more pressure he'll put on a defense. Now Trout, at that last swing, Trout had a double himself. You have to separate yourself a little bit here from the Athletics.
Runners on second and third with 2 down. It's the Angels leading by 2. Trout can make it more than that as he takes ball 1. Good speed out there too, especially at second base. Trout does find a base hit. There's one at the top of the zone for a strike. 97 miles an hour. Severino can still bring it.
He's always had that good live 4-seam fastball. Bill Miller, we've seen in this game, will call the high strike, not the low strike so far.
Severino is only 31. You think of him to be a bit older than that because he's been around for so long now. He made his major league debut in 2015, so he's been in the big leagues for 10 years. Still not terribly old, 31.
Looks like he's going to stay with the fastball. Remember, Trout hit a sweeper for a double. He's got 2 fastballs in a row, one looking and one swinging there. As he's going to try to go upstairs again with a fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. There is that high heater missing the top. 2-2. Able to connect there and fouled it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Trout's keeping us on our toes up here in the booth. That if I got over the net, that was going to be screaming into the booth.
Well, somebody's going to have to make a play like Dallas Braden did in the A's booth.
Thanks, Wayne, for making that play for us here.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Trout. And a swing and a foul tip for strike 3 ends the inning. Angels get 1 on the double by Teodosio. It's 3-1.
Through Hims, you can get treatment for weight loss, ED, and hair loss that's made just for you.
I'm Jesse's uncertainty, and I really thought house projects were my time to shine. One little, "Are you sure?" He gets stuck before he even got started. But Jesse's changed because of Thumbtack. With their guides, he knows exactly what to do and who to hire, and his house is looking great. Where does that leave me?
Uncertainty doesn't live here. You do. Take care of your home with Thumbtack. Download the app today.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network. Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network.
Into the 5th inning here, looking for back-to-back wins to start his major league career. Our T-Mobile coverage cam.
It's been aggressive. Been able to show enough on his fastball to get some chases on that changeup. Mixed in an occasional slider, but he's been able to run some fastballs by some of these hitters here for the Athletics. And he did so in Kansas City.
3 strikeouts for Farris in his 4 innings. A lot of strikes. You see 52 pitches, 39 strikes. Lawrence Butler leads off here in the 5th inning. Farris trying to qualify for his 2nd straight win. as he deals a strike. Now, last time we didn't see Farris get really into the third time through the order. Butler, the number 7 batter, hitting for the second time here. Farris did face Michael Garcia for a third time, and that was it. So went up against 19 hitters in that game against the Royals. They'll be through 18 with 3 more hitters due up in this 5th inning.
That's a good slider there, too.
Ball 2 strikes on Butler.
It's interesting on that fastball. He was trying to go fastball down, a target set by Ohabi, which would have been perfect because he went 2 sliders in that spot.
Went back outside with the heater there, and it missed 2-2. Butler is streaky throughout his young career so far, especially so lately on the downside of it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There was that slider to get the out.
There's some real good ones to him throughout that sequence. A couple early and then finished him with 1. Twice he's punched him out today.
4 strikeouts total now for Farris. His first start he had 3, so he's racked up a new career high in that category. First time out, he gave up just 1 run on 3 hits today 1 run on 2 hits in 4 1/3 innings to this point. Brett Harris grounded out his first time on a nice play by Chris Taylor. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. This time it's Peraza who sets up for the easy toss. 2 outs.
Got a nice strong arm there at shortstop too. We're so used to the other strong arm in Zach Neto, but Peraza, very strong throwing arm from shortstop.
It's a true shortstop. There's no question. Wherever you put Peraza, he's going to perform defensively. Even first base, there have been a couple of plays where you could see his inexperience there, but he's also made some really nice plays at first.
Yeah, you're exactly right on the inexperience and what to do on certain ones. He made that adjustment from game 1 to game 2 on that little roller towards first. Instead of going right to the bag, he went home or thought about going home.
McIver is the only athletic so far that has been responsible for some offense. A home run in the 3rd inning. The only other hit came in the 2nd inning from Soderstrom, a single. 1 ball, 1 strike here on McIver, but Farris has been impressive again.
That was a fastball he hit out so far in this bat. He's going to do back-to-back changeups.
We'll see Caden Dana tomorrow night. Does he look good his last time out? See him build off of what was a really strong performance against the Royals in his own right as he faces Minnesota tomorrow. Spend some time tonight trying to get to know the new Twins.
What do you mean, Hayden in Georgia?
Popped up to right toward the line, and Adele has that. Well, Mitch Farris once again performing nicely on a big league mound.
Next. Right this second, at some movie theater somewhere.
Which one?
Popcorn and... Someone really wants a soda. But soda's like something you drink on the weekends. And today's only Tuesday.
Soda, please.
Sorry, honey.
Take your time.
Mom!
What if there were a better soda? Kay, I brought the puppy.
I can see that.
Okay, that was actually kind of easy.
They don't pay me enough anyway.
5 grams of sugar. Pass me one. No, I can't. I'm just a voice.
This man survived a 4-hour flight delay, crying baby, and 2 coffee spills. But you'd never know. Why? His Jack Archer Jet Setter Tech Pants. Wrinkle-free, stain-resistant, and ready for anything. Upgrade your wardrobe today and get 15% off at jackarcher.com/TV.
This is not Viagra. It's Rose Sparks. Made with 2 active ingredients instead of just 1, it dissolves under your tongue to work faster. Rose Sparks contain tadalafil, which stays active for up to 36 hours for around-the-clock results. Earn a round of applause with Rose Sparks. Connect with the provider and see if they're right for you at ro.co/OMG.
Catch up on all the baseball action with a triple play. Kevin Millar, Ryan Dempster, and Sierra Santos. 3 hosts joined by baseball's biggest stars for the best interview in baseball. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
Get ready. Golic and Golic, featuring Mike Golic Sr. and Mike Golic Jr., airing on FanDuel Sports Network all week long, starting at noon Don't miss it. Weekdays, 12 o'clock, only on FanDuel Sports Network. A couple of football guys right there now. The football season is underway as Moncada swings and misses. And baseball into its final few weeks of the regular season. 3 weeks from today is the end. For the Angels and the A's, that's a finish line. For others, it will be a launch point as the teams fighting for postseason play get down into this final few weeks to figure it out. Whether you're going to be in or out. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Moncada. With the Mets losing today in Cincinnati, well, they are still leaving the door open for the teams behind them, but the Giants lost today. The Reds got a little bit closer with their win against the Mets. And Cincinnati now just a game above 500. The Giants are a game above 500.
It's going to be a crazy, I think, last weekend of the season.
You know, Arizona could pass San Francisco and the Reds if they win today. That's by Kurtz, a base hit.
On base 3 times, and they've been hit by a pitch twice, and then a base hit there.
The Diamondbacks seemingly forgotten, but they're kind of in it.
Yes, they are right now. They can hold on. They're tied now with Boston, but they've been playing well.
Corbin Carroll especially has. Texas beat Houston today 4-2. See the Mets a 4-game lead over the Diamondbacks, Reds, and Giants. So, you know, with the Mets not exactly running off with it, they've left the door open for those other teams. And Cincinnati, by winning today, now they have a tiebreaker over the Mets. The Mets' next 4 games will be in Philadelphia. Kansas City, a tough loss today, beaten by Minnesota 5-1. The Rangers passed the Royals again in the standings. You try to figure out how the Rangers have been winning lately.
I have no idea, especially all those injuries they've had.
Asked Bruce Bochy yesterday about his comment. Remember that comment he made a couple of weeks ago when the Angels were there, when he said, well, it's only going to make our story that much better when we make the playoffs. I said, well, how did you stay so confident? And he kind of laughed and he said, well, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, exactly. See you next year.
He said, I got to make them believe. So I said that.
I mean, even Seattle right now, after as bad as they've had been playing, they're still only 2.5 behind the Astros. And the same thing with San Diego. They're only a game behind the Dodgers, as tough as it's been for them of late.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Taylor Ward. There's so much streakiness around the major leagues this year. That
I think I've ever really seen it like this before, Wayne. There hasn't been one like really dominant. I mean, Milwaukee's been really good.
Yeah, but nobody really believes in them as being a World Series contender because they often have good regular seasons and then drop out almost immediately in the playoffs. So the Brewers have something to prove this October.
Yeah, they're 33 games over 500.
They're definitely the best regular season team out of all these teams we're talking about. But because they've never carried it over in October, no matter how good they've been in the regular season, there's still a good proportion of people around the game that won't believe it until they see it in the postseason from the Brewers. 3-2 on Taylor Ward.
Kind of not running great. I don't think he goes here on the 3-2 count.
Ground ball to short. Wilson has it. Gets to second one. It's academic from there. 6-4-3 on Ward. So 2 outs. Adele will bat with the bases empty. Adele crushed one to center field earlier in the game. His first at bat resulted in his 35th home run this year. What a year for Joe Adele. He has been cruising here of late. Adele's reached base safely in 19 of his last 20 games now. His batting average in that time is a robust .356 with 10 home runs in a 20 game span. He was late on that, 98 for Severino.
You mentioned it's still good velocity for Severino. Just raring back on that 4-seamer. Coming in the game, he had 53 strikeouts with his fastball.
He gets one more with it there to strike out Adele and end the inning.
All right. So that's one pair of glasses.
Yep.
With prescription lenses. Plus anti-reflective lens coating.
Oh.
Scratch-resistant coating.
Did I choose?
UV protection. Award-winning customer service.
That's me.
That's also me. Free returns, free exchanges, and free frame adjustments for life.
And how much more is that?
Oh, it's all included at Warby Parker.
So my glasses
are still just $95.
Oh.
Surprise! I just get excited.
Where did you get these seats?
I got a guy.
You've got a guy. You gotta use Game Time for concert tickets. It's also the best way to guarantee you're getting the lowest price to your favorite artist, even at the last minute. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.
TickPick had tickets so cheap, it actually got me out to a day game. Mrs. Claus thought I was at the North Pole Supermart. Nah, I hit checkout on these ticks faster than a sleigh on turbo mode. Girl's gonna lose it.
TickPick. Mythical fans, real savings.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Nissan. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Maybe even more impressive today than he was in his first major league start in Kansas City. Run on 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, and a lot of strikes thrown in this one from Farris. Facing Nick Kurtz, swing and a miss on a good slider, and it's 0-1. Third time through the order now, the top of the order for the A's here in the 6th inning.
Manageable pitch count too for Farris is 64 of them.
Farris has gotten himself on the radar with a very good year pitching in the minor leagues. A lot of strikeouts in his minor league season for Rocket City. He gets Kurtz to hit a weak ground ball here as Taylor makes the easy play to first. But we've seen some soft contact. We've seen him in the strike zone, really commanding all of his pitches here today. And he looks every bit the part of a major league pitcher.
I like that slider usage today too. It's helped him out a lot.
So 1 out here in the 6th inning, and the batter is Rooker, and he's cooled off a red-hot lineup. I mean, this team scored 27 runs in the first 2 games of this series on 30 hits. They only have 1 run on 2 hits this afternoon, so Farris has done his job certainly, and trying to get through 6 innings for the first time as a big leaguer. Angels bullpen should be well rested. A couple blowouts to start this series. 1 ball, 1 strike on Rooker. Rooker with a pop out and a fly out today.
Remember, he got in on him that last at bat, or the first at bat, I should say. You have to pitch him away.
Colby Thomas will follow Rooker here. And that ball flied to left shallow. Ward is in for it, a long run, and Ward will get there to make the catch. 2 outs.
Aggressive coming in, good communication there. You see they're talking to each other.
Easy to get fooled on that swing too, especially with a power hitter at the plate and Rooker.
And all those numbers in his career versus the Angels too.
Balls, no strikes, the count. Thomas has flied out and grounded out so far today.
So we get a real good view here of Farris. He hides the baseball really well. That's part of that deception he has. That baseball, he hides in that back hip, and then it's on the hitter. You don't really see it till last second.
He's been excellent here today. Let's see if this one stays in play. Davidson is over, And he juggled it. It was right on top of the A's dugout there. And Davidson, for the second time today, mismanages one up against that A's dugout in foul territory.
Got over there in time, was able to reach over and out of the glove.
Hit him right in the middle of his first base mitt there. And he just could not hang on to it. Now fly ball to left center.
What's the height to this one?
Taylor Ward waits for it to come down. And it does, as Mitch Farris has been cool and comfortable in 6 innings in his first home start.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin. Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better than that.
Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff.
He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth, the Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Go my zone, Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous. Julio.
In pregame and in-game activities, you also see that yellow ribbon on your screen. On-field personnel, including the umpires, managers, players, all wearing that gold ribbon decal to support the patients. And also, the Angels had patients from the hospital draw players of the Angels. You see one with a Mike Trout drawing as well. They also have some of those drawings displayed on the video board here at the Big A when each player steps into the box to take their at-bats. But very cool by the patients at the hospital drawing these hand-drawn photos of Angels players. Way better than Wayne or Gooby could do.
Oh,
no
there's
doubt.
absolutely no doubt about that. They're amazing what they did.
I tell you, I might be the worst drawer in human history. I can't draw anything. Could maybe draw baseball.
Well, I'm waiting to see how you do on that one. I'll let you know how good it is.
But a person
hit again, right in the hand.
has been hit for the second time, although this was not Severino. It's a new pitcher for the A's. As
That's
Tyler
frustrating because
Ferguson.
that's right where it's been such a tough time.
Got him on the right hand, maybe some of the left hand as well. And Taylor does not need more of that. He seems to be okay.
I think they're asking to see if he swung the bat too. That'll always make you feel good when you get hit in hand.
Ferguson is the new pitcher for the A's.
You're going to challenge that.
The Athletics are challenging. They hit by pitch call.
Well, Luis Severino hit 3 batters in this game. Now Taylor hit. They might have hit the knob of the bat too. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's a risk for a team to challenge this because it's very difficult. You need overwhelming evidence that the call was wrong, and the call on the field is that it was a hit batsman.
I can't imagine that not being hit batter the way he reacted.
It definitely stung him in some fashion. So the real question is, did it hit the bat first? But it's really hard to tell.
We rarely, if ever, have seen an overturn on hit by a pitch call.
This is one of those where you really need the 60-second enforcement, because this is taking a long time to figure out something that is minute to begin with.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner was hit by the pitch. Batter was hit by the pitch. He will go to first base.
There's just no way to
Athletics
tell.
will lose their challenge.
So the A's lose their challenge on something that we've seen over and over not get overturned. The fourth hit batsman of this game. Moncada and Taylor now have each been hit twice in this game.
I feel like they're in a boxing match today.
No Angel has ever been hit 3 times in the same game, so something that Moncada and Taylor can make some history with, but neither would want to, I don't think. Peraza with a fly ball to left center, as Butler with the shades on makes the catch, 1 out.
It's 2 solid at bats so far for O'Hoppe today. Worked the walk last one, pulled a baseball just foul down the left field line, hit a shot to right center that Butler made a great play in front of the wall. See if that correlates into a better swing here now. Ferguson fastball, 93-98. He'll throw a cutter, throw a sinker also, changeup, cutters, and he'll throw a sweeper.
Balls, no strikes here on O'Hoppe, who hit a line drive to right center in the first at bat that Butler made a great catch on and drew a walk his last time. Throw to first with Taylor back.
Taylor stole his second base of the season last time he was on base after being hit by a pitch. That's the old Ricky Henderson way. You hit him by a pitch, he's going to be second and third before you know it.
All 3.
Gotta believe he's going to get a green light here, even though it's been a struggle of late for O'Hoppe.
He's right in there, 3-1. Angels, if you count the 4 hit batsmen, really is 5 free passes from the A's pitchers today.
Robert behind the plates allow 11 stolen bases, only 2 caught. That's a pretty big lead, and he's gone. That's a huge jump.
O'Hoppe swung at that pitch. Make it 3-2. Taylor will have to go back to first. Stole the base earlier on a play where he had a great jump. See if Taylor takes off again with a full count here. He does, and O'Hoppe lines it, but it's caught. A leaping grab by Brett Harris. On a day where O'Hoppe has really struck the ball well, he's had some terrible luck. And a line drive double play ends the inning.
There's 105 off the bat, the hot corner. Farris makes the play.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play!
An absolute beast unleashed.
You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss. Yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back. Enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out. My goodness.
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck. 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Paul Skeens.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a cruise missile. More fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
Of our 7th inning stretch brought to you by Spectrum coming up. Mitch Farris has been the story of the day for the Angels. He has shut down this potent A's offense through 6 innings in his second major league start.
He's really mixed and matched exceptionally well. He's shown enough of his fastball. He spotted it well. His slider really solid this game. The changeup, we know how good that is.
Yeah, look at the A's record. You see a team that's 11 games under 500. But you go back to about the middle of June, and the A's have been above 500, 40-36 since June 9th. Remember, they had that like 3.5-week stretch where they lost almost every day. That buried them in the postseason standings. But they've played above 500 now for 3 months. And since then, they have the 2nd highest slugging percentage in the American League. So Mitch Farris is shutting down a team that can really hit.
Yep.
Tyler Soderstrom has one of the hits, and it's a fly ball to left field here pretty well. Ward is back, and that ball is going to go. A home run to the opposite way for Soderstrom. It's the A's a run closer. It's now 3-2.
They hit more home runs the other way than any team I've seen in a long time between Soderstrom and Kurtz. It's unreal how much power. That's a long way out that way. He's upstairs, the pitch. It's another fastball hit out. It was upstairs and just stayed on. How flat that swing was and hit it out that far. 105 off the bat.
Angels do have their bullpen up, and it looks like Ray Montgomery will make a change here after Farris went back out for the 7th inning. That will be the last pitch he throws. Luis Garcia ready to go. A great effort, though, from Farris, in line for his 2nd straight win.
Step up to the plate and get ready to play ball. The baseball show for kids where you can learn about batting, fielding, and everything in between from the real pros. Every swing is a big hit on Play Ball. Saturday mornings at 10 Eastern on MLB Network. SiriusXM's The Leadoff Spot is now on MLB Network. Join Steve Phillips and former MLB players Xavier Scruggs and Eduardo Perez for a recap of the night's action, preview of the day ahead, plus in-depth baseball interviews all season long on MLB Network.
Did he do it? Oh my goodness, what a play! An absolute beast unleashed. You are unbelievable.
Racking them up, all I do is win. Spot that hashtag like a boss, yeah, that's how I roll. Keep on nailing and never miss it back, enjoy the show.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
9 bonus jack combo, and by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnavigator.org. Angels on a bright sunny day here at Angel Stadium trying to hold off the A's this afternoon. Sacramento pulling out 27 runs worth of offense in the first 2 games of this series. The Angels, though, holding a 3-2 lead with their bullpen getting involved now. Luis Garcia will pitch in the 7th inning after the home run by Tyler Soderstrom. Garcia's been pretty good this year and really good as an Angel since coming back. They face Jacob Wilson to lead off here in the 7th.
It's really solid with the Nationals too after up and down stretch for the Dodgers.
Dodgers did win today. They beat Baltimore 5-2, shaking off that incredible defeat last night. A real stunner at Camden Yards. A little floater. Davidson trying to chase it down, and he can't make that play. Well, there have been a series of pop-ups to the first base side today that Logan Davidson has not been able to catch. And we've kind of gotten spoiled with the way Nolan Shawnewell has become so very good on those foul pop-ups. Davidson has looked lost more than once here today. No balls, 2 strikes on Wilson. And now what happened here? Wilson was getting ready for his next pitch and kind of waving the bat around. I think he hit O'Hoppe in the mask.
Yeah, and he's had some problems with that.
Oh.
Yeah, right with the mask on the backswing.
That is just, you almost never on the just Wilson waving his bat around before the next pitch. You know, Hoppe tends to sit pretty deep in the batter's box. He got him right, kind of an uppercut.
He's had some problems with some foul balls where it's been tough for him.
That he was cut there, but certainly rocked him in the jaw. Hoppe really in some pain here on a very unusual situation. Well, Hoppe's starting to get back to his feet here. Of course, Travis d'Arnaud would be the other catcher as O'Hoppe's back up. Looks like he's going to try to stay in this game. A very unusual situation there.
The guy underneath the mask. Oh, right on the mask like that, and knocked him straight down. Mentioned he's been hit with some foul baseball straight back on the mask this season. You can see with the jaw. So, especially how well he has hit the baseball. That last swing he had to third base, 105 off the bat, a crusher to right center. Just hasn't had any luck with the bat. Been solid behind the plate though.
Hoppe taking his time to.
Not so sure he's going to be able to stay in there.
Sounds like he's trying to talk his way into it, or looks like it at least. But no, he's going to come out. So on a backswing from Jacob Wilson, but not even on a swing on a pitch, just him kind of waving his bat around. Wilson's bat snuck underneath the mask of O'Hoppe, hit him in the jaw. Now Hoppe's going to have to leave this game. Travis d'Arnaud will go behind the plate.
He was banged up just a couple days ago on a foul ball in his knee area.
Just a very unusual situation there from Jacob Wilson, just kind of flipping his bat around. You know, Wilson has that open stance on the right side, kind of sits deep in the box. Catchers are taught in some ways to get as close as they can to steal some of those low strikes, and we've seen some catchers take some back swings, and even a couple of catchers get hit on swings over the last few years more often. But I don't think I've ever seen a catcher getting hit while the batter was just waving his bat around before the next pitch arrives.
Garcia going to be standing out there for a while. He'll probably make a couple throws. Obviously, whenever Travis d'Arnaud comes back out behind the plate, he'll get a few catches himself there to get loose. Remember, it was tough watching him try to get up after getting that foul ball off his knee area just the other day on that left side.
Out here on Wilson 0-2. Garcia will get a couple of warm-ups with d'Arnaud now behind the plate. Angels have had some bumps and bruises here today. Remember, Chris Taylor and Yohan Moncada have each been hit by a pitch twice in this game. It's only the second time in Angels history that they've had two players hit 2 times in the same game. Happened to Gary DiSarcina and JT Snow in 1994 in a game against the Yankees. Now Hoppy has been hit by a backswing, but not even on a pitch. It's so strange. So completely unusual situation, to be sure. Now Wilson tags one foul.
Generally, the baseball is going to be put in play with Wilson at the dish.
Wilson doesn't strike out, nor does he walk much. 0-2. Ground ball softly toward the middle. Peraza near second base sets his feet and makes that throw.
Well, he tied him up really good on that pitch.
Wilson 0 for 3 today, 1 out. It'll be Zach Geloff after a word from Jack in the Box.
My bonus Jack combo with up to 3 patties, starting at $4.49.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Just missed the outside corner.
Back inside with that sinker, still good velocity, 97.
Ball 1 strike. Geloff 0 for 2, struck out his last time. Butler follows him. And just have it set up the way they'd like with their back end of the bullpen. Garcia here in the 7th inning. We'll see Detmers most likely in the 8th. Detmers hasn't pitched since Wednesday. We haven't seen Jansen since Tuesday. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Geloff. Good pitch there. That sinker, 98. Garcia's pushing 40.
Yeah, he still has a great fastball. He also has that really solid sweeper and his split, signature splitter.
He's pitched in 53 games now this year. It's a good workload. All 3 to Geloff. Full count. Mitch Farris went 6+ innings, allowed 2 runs, 3 hits, struck out 5. It's good to see him get into the 3rd time through the order a bit and pitch into the 7th inning today in his 2nd major league start. Very good couple of outings from Farris to begin his major league career.
Very, very good.
And the Angels would like to see Caden Dana carry that right over tomorrow night. He pitched well against the Royals. He'll face Minnesota.
I really like what he did with his mechanics too.
Dana, you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, he was great against the Royals. A lot more velocity than what we saw earlier in the year.
It's in that Camberwell area again. This checking.
Dana will face Simeon Woods Richardson, right-hander, tomorrow.
I think Kurt made the play down there.
3-2. And it runs in for ball 4, so Geloff a 1-out walk. Tuesday night we'll see Kyle Hendricks against Zebby Matthews, and then Wednesday a day game to close out the homestand. Soriano against Taj Bradley.
Looks like we've been home for about 2 seconds before going back out on another long road trip.
That is a 3-city trip to close out the road portion of the schedule. Angels will go to Seattle, Milwaukee, and Colorado. Butler with a liner to left, shallow, coming in. Ward, he won't get it. Base hit. Off the end of his bat, Butler finds some grass. Base hit after the walk to Geloff, as the A's threatening here. Only down by a run.
Pinch hitter now.
Looks like we'll see Cortez to bat for Harris. Cortez hit his first major league homer, albeit off Scott Kingery yesterday in that game last night. Now Barry Enright comes out to chat about Cortez. So we'll have that discussion. We'll have a ride with Kia.
The Kia K4 and K5.
Cortez hit fastball very, very well. Generally, he'll be up there hacking first pitch fastball.
He's hit over 300 in his big league time this year. He's 7 for 16 with runners in scoring position. So he's shown some offense, maybe a bit unexpectedly for the A's. Talked about Cortez and his switch throwing ability. Allows him to play infield and outfield despite being naturally left-handed. Throws well enough right-handed that he can play the infield.
That's a good pitch right there. First pitch sweeper right in the strike zone.
Garcia hoping to get that one, but he did not from Bill Miller. He mentioned the low strikes.
This has not been called throughout the whole game. That's right in the middle of the plate and down in the zone.
1 ball, no strikes on Cortez. The catcher, the number 9 batter, McIver on deck. No Shea Langoliers today. Here's a ground ball to second base. Taylor has it. Shovels to second one. Peraza to first two. A double play.
Oh, Peraza to be able to throw it like that much on it. Nice feed by Chris Taylor.
He was flat-footed, but still got the double play turn. Angels hold the lead. We'll have our Spectrum 7th stretch in a moment.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yeloff on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, every night all season long on MLB.tv. Presented by BetMGM.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte. He's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
The 611 podcast meets MLB Network. Join longtime teammates and former MVPs Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard, plus other former players for unfiltered conversations about baseball, culture, and life. Only on MLB Network. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories.
Mentioned the Mariners with an offensive explosion today. 18 runs in Atlanta. Seattle wins back-to-back games. Close out that series. Cal Raleigh 53 homers. The record for a switch hitter is 54, set by Mickey Mantle. Raleigh will have a few weeks to pass the Mick, and he's even got a shot at 60 home runs. Shohei Ohtani off of his fellow countryman Shigano there with a home run. As Ohtani now is 48 on the year, one behind Schwarber for the National League lead. Dodgers bounce back and get a win in Baltimore today after an absolutely stunning defeat that they suffered last night at Camden Yards. Mark Ubensheim, Wayne Randazzo, and the Angels got a well-pitched game from Mitch Farris.
I really was impressed with him again, Wayne. This is the way he was able to use that slider down and away to lefties, fastball upstairs, but his changeup was really good. Got into the 7th inning when you needed some length after 2 really short outings by the starters, the first 2 games of the series. And then Joe Adell again. Wow. Tremendous power. 35th home run of the season. Halos trying to win this last game against the Athletics here today.
The Angels have already won the season series against the A's, looking to close it out with a win here this afternoon. Need 6 more outs to get it done as they hold a 3-2 lead here at the moment.
Be nice to get a little add-on run or 2 or 4.
That would be very nice for this Angels ball club. Looking to do that against the A's bullpen. And a new pitcher out there for the boys from West Sac. Sean Newcomb is in the game.
Former Halo high draft first rounder. Can get wide a little bit, but he's still pretty firm on his fastball. 45th game. Zach Neto going to be swinging the bat here.
Good to see Zach Neto get off the bench here and have an opportunity to take a swing. He's bunting. He bunts foul. Remember, he had a pinch hit homer earlier this year in a game that he was off initially.
Not a bad idea, too, especially if you see third base the way it's set up and so far back with his speed.
He's pinch hitting for Davidson, so Neto will take over at shortstop, and imagine Peraza would head to first base. One ball, one strike going Neto.
And Newcomb 91-95 will throw a cutter, curveball, slider, changeup.
A great year for Zach. 25 home runs, 24 steals, and 29 doubles. He lifts this one fine.
Just a little bit off on that pitch right there, because that's the one he's hit a long way. A little bit shorter on his swing.
One ball, 2 strikes. Stone Cold was here.
Yes. I knew you weren't going to miss that one, Wayne.
Come out and stun Sean Newcomb out of Brockton, Mass, the hometown of Rocky Marciano. Neto serves one to right. Diving forward, Colby Thomas comes up with it.
The Halos have been robbed a number of well-hit baseballs today.
Well, smoked. Thomas.
It's 105 off the bat. Wabi was robbed twice himself. I'll tell you what, if he doesn't make that play, it'll be real interesting how quickly Neto gets around the bases.
Thomas went into a dive on a ball that stayed up, but was able to make the catch. 1 out now. Teodosio looks at a strike.
But then again, that's another good swing. That's a swing like that from Zach Neto could get him rolling too. Hopefully Logan O'Hoppy's okay.
Broken bat pop up, and Wilson makes the catch. 2 outs. Another one of those spots we'd like to see Teodosio think about the bunt against the lefty.
And I've talked to Ray Montgomery about that, and he said they're trying to get him to believe in that. That would add, I think, 10 to 15 points to his batting average, because it would force the corner infielders in. And with his speed, even a routine bunt would be a difficult play to make.
Without question, Newcomb throws one to the backstop here. It's Mike Trout at the plate. These two briefly in the Angels organization together before Sean Newcomb got traded. Newcomb was sent out to the Braves after the 2015 season in that Andrelton Simmons trade. The great Simba was just an excellent defender.
Unbelievable. And for a while there for the Halos, he was about as clutch as anybody with runners in scoring position.
Some decent offensive years too, Simmons. Just a glove first shortstop, but one of the great defensive shortstops really of all time. Here's Trout drawing a 4-pitch walk from Newcomb. So Trout gets on base for the 2nd time today. And it'll bring up Moncada, who's been on base.
He's batting from the right side here. Remember, he got a hit that last time he did that. He wanted that.
Seen it sparingly as he's been battling knee issues that has kept him from hitting right-handed. And OPS right on the cusp of 800 for Moncada. And he smacks one to right center for a base hit.
I think about doing that more often.
Trout will go to third, and Moncada's been on base 4 times today.
Trout just flew around the bases there. Another opportunity for Taylor Ward to add on to his RBIs. A big spot here. You know he's going to be aggressive. Got a sinker, middle of the plate, and a shot at the right center. After being hit by a pitch twice, 2 singles in a row for Moncada.
See if Taylor Ward can come through as well with 2 outs. He's 0 for 3 today. Just like to get a little bit more against this A's offense. Detmers is readying in the Angels bullpen. A likely pitch in the 8th inning. A's will have their number 9 batter due up McIver, but then Kurtz, Rooker at the top of the order. So it'll be a tough test for the Angels to keep the A's where they are.
That's why these add-on runs are huge.
2 balls, no strikes on Taylor Ward. The right guy at the plate in terms of knocking in runs, 95 this year. Looking to get to 100 for the first time in his major league career. Already a new career high home runs as well for Taylor Ward.
Chance he's going to get some variety of a fastball, whether it's 4-2 seamer or even a cut fastball here.
3 balls, 1 strike. It's hit hard to left field, pretty deep. Back Soderstrom, he's got it.
And they've made some plays in the outfield.
Angels lead 2, still lead by 1.
Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Relive the biggest plays from every game with Abby LeVar on Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings on MLB Network. Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, live at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
There's certain players in every lineup that make the lineup go. Speed, power, he is a difference maker.
Ketel Marte, he's done it one more time.
The best second baseman in the game, that's Ketel Marte.
There goes Corbin.
Just incredible speed.
He wants to bury people. He just doesn't want to beat you. He wants to drive you into the ground.
Goodbye, Snakes alive.
They're tearing the cover off the ball.
We play to win. We've played that way all year. I guess this is just another example of that. We know what's in that locker room. We know the heart we have.
And Appreciation Night is Saturday, September 27th. Fans will have the chance to win prizes from Coors Light, OG's Pizza, Monster Energy, and more. Stay after the game for the final fireworks show of the year. Visit angels.com/promotions for more info. Astros will be here for that final weekend. Here's Reed Detmers in his 60th appearance as a reliever this year.
Yeah, that fastball consistently touching 97, 98. Wipeout slider, loves that first pitch. Curveball. So get ahead of the count.
And hold a 1-run lead with some big hitters coming up. First, though, the catcher McIver, who does have a home run today. Angels trying to hold this for Mitch Farris as well to get his second major league win. Swing and a miss on the big high fastball from Detmers.
and that was a pitch kind of, he was up there on Farris. So you can go even probably a little bit higher if you want to, or that slider down and in towards the dirt.
Good job by Luis Garcia to get through the 7th inning. Got that double play off the bat of Carlos Cortez. Fly to right, hit pretty well. Liddell backs up, has room, and makes the catch. 1 out.
Didn't quite get that fastball up as high, but still gets it out.
So it'll be Kurtz, who is 0 for 3 today. Kurtz has played like an MVP candidate since about the beginning of June. He has really turned himself into a real threat at the plate. Only has 1 hit so far in this series, though. The Angels have cooled him off some. This is a guy who has tremendous power to all fields. 1 ball, no strikes on Kurtz. He has 6 homers against the Angels this year. That's just 1 off the record by an A's player. Sal Bando hit 7 against the Angels in 1969. 2 balls, no strikes on Kurtz. One is in there from Detmers, and it's 2-1.
Good slider there. By an even better one right on the outside corner. Now you got a shot, maybe even getting a chase with it.
Kurtz lays off, and it's a full count, 3-2.
That's a pretty good take, especially after Detmers threw 2 in a row for strikes.
Fouls that one and stays in there with a full count, 3-2. It's hammered to right center field. It hooked away from Teodosio. Does cut it off. It's a base hit for Kurtz.
Nice job there by Teodosio to be able to get that in as quick as he did.
That was really rifled by Kurtz. A 1-out single. His 2nd hit of this series.
Kind of figured out a little bit against Kurtz, though. He hits everything. It's a firm pitch. If you could throw that slower pitch, the curveball, change up against him, maybe throw his timing off, because he doesn't miss many fastballs at all.
Here's Rooker. Whiffed on the curve. Good first pitch there from Detmers. Rooker also quiet in this series, 1 for 13. There's damage to be done by this A's lineup, really 1 through 5 in the order, especially. Guys who can really swing the bat. Rooker among them as he floats one. This one will be out of the reach of Peraza and Adele. No balls, 2 strikes. Angels for the season have been able to take care of the A's this year, trying to avoid a home sweep for the first time in 4 years. But the Angels are 8-4 overall. Remember, they won their first 7 games against them. Bouncing ball, but Taylor with a dive can't reach it. Taylor was pulled toward the middle, and now the tying run goes to third base as Rooker sneaks one through the infield.
Just made contact, and that's one thing they've done pretty good throughout the series for a team that earlier in the year was a lot of strikeout in their game.
So Barry Enright goes to the mound here, and will try to get Detmers some help to get through this inning with Colby Thomas coming out. The Angels scored 2 in the first on Adele's homer. They've only had 1 run since then when Teodosio doubled home Taylor. The Angels unable to add on runs as they've gone along here today, and now the A's are knocking on the door with a tying run at third base. Kurtz is there. Rooker's at first. And here's where Detmers could use a strikeout on Colby Thomas.
32 strikeouts by Thomas. Did come into the game and 85 at bats. There's a strikeout. He's also rolled into 3 double plays.
Detmers has punched out 80 in his 62 innings this year. So this is a favorable matchup in terms of what Detmers is looking for. Thomas is 0 for 3 today. A hard swinger up there at the plate. As Detmers fires that fastball to the inside corner. Good pitch. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. 0-2. Couple of base hits, putting Detmers up against the wall here. And Thomas with a fly ball will at least tie the game. Teodosio backs up at the wall. He makes the catch. Bumped up against the wall before throwing it in. The runner scores from third base. Kurtz. Rooker goes to second, and it's 3-3.
Again, it's, you know, we went back to you thought maybe going elevate on the fastball, and twice now Reed Detmers has not gotten that fastball up. It's been firm, but it's been down in the zone. He's able to hit that ball in the air, tie the game up.
Farris now unable to win for the second straight time. Here's Soderstrom, another tough out. He gets a soft bouncer toward first. It ends up foul. Tell you what, there was a play at second base there on Rooker. After Teodosio crashed into the wall, yeah, they got it in pretty quickly. Rooker had to hustle to second, but Kurtz wasn't hustling home. If something happened there at second base, that run wouldn't have counted. Rooker did get in there, and now Kurtz scoring the tying run as Soderstrom's behind 0-2.
Throwing a lot of strikes in this inning, Reed Detmer has. He's looking for that finish one right here.
Soderstrom stays alive. It's a curveball. So it's 3-3. And Soderstrom again gets just a piece. Detmer's trying to put him away here, but Soderstrom stays alive. He's hit a homer today. He's had a single and a walk as well. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 8th, Joe Adell will lead off. The Angels now need at least one more to pull off a win here today. Breaking ball hammered to right. Adell is over, and he makes the catch.
Got away with that one. Nice play by Joe Adell.
He's tied the game, but they leave a man at second, and it's 3-3.
If you ask your family what they want for dinner and you get 4 different answers, this one's for you. With Home Chef's family menu, eating dinner together just got easier, thanks to family-sized oven-ready recipes that make dinnertime stress a thing of the past. Our fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and easy prep recipes save you time and money. The oven-ready tin means no pots or pans, so you can breeze past after-dinner cleanup. Home Chef's family menu, solving family dinner, one meal at a time. Get 18 free meals at homechef.com.
Where did you get these seats?
I got a guy.
You've got a guy. You gotta use Game Time for concert tickets.
It's also the best way to guarantee you're getting the lowest price to your favorite artist, even at the last minute. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.
TickPick had tickets so cheap, it actually got me out to a day game. Mrs. Claus thought I was at the North Pole Supermart. Nah, I hit checkout on these ticks faster than a sleigh on turbo mode. Girl's gonna lose it.
TickPick. Mythical fans, real savings.
Arco top-tier play. Joe Adell cranking a home run to straightaway center earlier today.
It's another fastball that's crushed by Joe. 35th home run, 94 RBIs on the season.
"35 homers, 94 knocked in. By any measure, it has been a breakout year for Joe Adell. Well beyond what he started to put together last year at a 20-homer season. He was certainly showing that he was a more capable major league player, but he's gone above and beyond all of that this year. A very strong year. Here's a guy on the mound for the A's who gives up a lot of home runs this season at least. Osvaldo Bido has given up 17 homers in 70 innings.
Got a relatively straight fastball, but it's pretty firm. 92, 97. Through a cutter, slider, changeup.
First couple of years in the big leagues, Bido hardly gave up any home runs, but this year has been a different story, and that was a hanger right
That's
there.
one of the ones you give up home runs on.
Oh, jeez. So Adell let that one go by. It's 0-2.
This is where Joe's been really good. The improvements this year. Will line shot to right field with 2 strikes. That's slightly overthrown, that fastball.
A little bit. And with his recent hot streak here and his good play, Adell has his OPS up to 812 for the season. Just a very solid, productive year for Joe Adell.
Close to getting another batter hit.
2 balls, 2 strikes. As I said before, I think you can make the case that Adell has been really right up there with Neto as one of the great stories of success for the Angels this year. Good cut there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball to left. Soderstrom backs up at the track to the wall, and he makes the catch at the fence for the out.
Boy, just missed that one though. Just missed it. See how baseball will carry. That was 109 off the bat. Little hanger, slider. That might have been one he just hit too high.
Yes. Maybe it had enough to carry out. And it got all the way to the wall. Bido relieved. Taylor takes ball 1 inside. Almost got him. I told you earlier, no Angel's been hit 3 times in the same game. Taylor's been hit twice today.
So close to giving the Halos a lead.
We've just continued our storyline about the emergence of Joe Adell in 2025. He missed that by about a foot.
Especially when you think about it, he was down 0-2 too, and he fought back and had some good swings.
1 ball, 1 strike on Taylor. Miss. We'll see Kenley Jansen in the 9th inning. So he gets ready in the Angels bullpen. Two balls, 2 strikes. Taylor, then Peraza here in the 8th inning. Angels trying to put together another run here. Not scored since the 4th inning. It's Taylor who scored that run after he had
Yeah, you look at an uncomfortable swing there. Remember, he got hit in the hand again today.
Left hand that's had a couple of different fractures this year. Says he's okay. Ray Montgomery came out of the dugout to ask, and Taylor nodded back, said he's fine. Good enough, at least. Laid off there, ball 3. Even one-handed, Taylor can give you a good at bat.
Yeah, especially if somehow he gets on base too. We see him been running well today.
Yeah, a stolen base earlier, and then he almost had one in the 6th inning. Thought that was fouled. He had a great jump on. Way upstairs, ball 4. So Taylor almost hit for a 3rd time today. Was lucky to get out of the way and draws a walk.
I think we're seeing some barking in the dugout for the Angels. I mean, that many times hit and then an up and in like that also. Certainly not on purpose.
Right, I think the point is just figure it out.
Yeah.
Don't put these guys in danger. So Taylor gets on base. Peraza is due up.
Well, they are playing extremely deep in the outfield here too. Soderstrom's moved in a little bit now on left, but right and center extremely deep.
Breaking ball strike from Beto. You see Taylor trying to size up another opportunity to run here. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2. Angels had a lead early, up 2-0 after Adele's homer in the first. Made it 3-1 in the fourth. The A's have scored a couple of runs in the last 2 innings to tie it up.
By the way, Beto's allowed 13 stolen bases, only 2 caught.
Taylor has a massive lead. He's not running though.
You see how long he takes to deliver the baseball though. That's a lot of stolen bases in 70 innings pitched. 13 stolen bases, just 2 caught.
See if Taylor can get a jump here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There he goes. Oh! And Peraza gets hit. And now the Angels get to the top step of the dugout. Here comes Ray Montgomery to take a look at Peraza. That is the 5th hit batsman by an A's pitcher today. At some point you got to say enough is enough here. Mark Kotze. Seems like as the A's pitching coach instead. Scott Emerson goes to the mound here, but it's 5 hit by pitches.
And this is way up and in. And that's a sinker. Oh.
That's the left wrist.
Got him square.
The wildness here from Beto has opened the door. The Angels put the go-ahead run at second base, and it will be Travis d'Arnaud due up here, then Neto. A's have their bullpen up. Michael Kelly is getting loose. See Jansen in the background. Seems ready to go on the Angels side, hoping that it turns into a safe situation here if the Angels can scratch out a run in this 8th inning.
It's the 6th batter that Beto's hit this season. Also 28 walks in 70 and now 71 innings pitched.
Certainly plenty of wildness from Beto. The Angels have not taken advantage here to this point. Travis d'Arnaud bats for the first time. Logan O'Hoppe came out of the game after a strange situation. O'Hoppe got hit in the jaw. Backswing while Jacob Wilson was preparing for the next pitch. Ball 1 to d'Arnaud. Fans seem just as irritated with the A's lack of command here as anybody.
Make a pay for it now, though.
Strike to d'Arnaud. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hits fastballs really well. He's looking for a fastball. A 1-0 slider though.
Ball 2.
Almost feels like he doesn't feel he can control his sinker. He's staying with his slider.
Not controlled that much either.
No.
front of it. Fouls it down the left field side. The ball's 2 strikes. Angels looking for the lead. They've had a lot of extra base runners with the walks that hit batsmen. Here's a fly ball, right center field, headed for the gap. That one is going to fall in and bounce off the wall. The Angels take the lead as Taylor scores. It's 4-3 on an automatic double from Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud, yes! First at bat stayed on that slider and crushed it to right center field. Go ahead double. Stayed with that slider all the way through, and he tracked it well. Some carry. Talk about that carry in the afternoon. That ball just kept going away. The Athletics have made a lot of really good plays in the outfield, but unable to run that one down. There's going to intentional walk Neto.
That ball did one hop over the wall in right center, so it was an automatic double, which is why Peraza had to stop at third base. Now Marcotte will go back to his bullpen as Osvaldo Bido gives up the tying run, rather the go-ahead run. The Angels can add to it from here. They still have the bases loaded, up 4-3.
This tiny home trend, not for me. Now this is more like it. The same goes for my footwear. So I went hands-free with wide fit Skechers slip-ins. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Wide fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins.
I'll give you this brand new
electric vehicle
if you can prove to me you know your finances. How many subscriptions are you paying for?
Just 3.
You sure? Let's download the Rocket Money app right now and see if you're right. It's actually 21 subscriptions, which is costing you around $370 a month.
The app is telling you all this?
Rocket Money shows you all your expenses in one place and even helps you suggest a budget based on your past spending. Don't worry about the 21 subscriptions. You can cancel them right within the app. It'll even try and get you some of your money back.
SiriusXM's The Leadoff Spot is now on MLB Network. Join Steve Phillips and former MLB players Xavier Scruggs and Eduardo Perez for a recap of the night's action, preview of the day ahead, plus in-depth baseball interviews all season long on MLB Network.
Here at Angel Stadium, entertain guests with all-inclusive packages. Call 714-4ANGELS or visit angels.com/suites. Michael Kelly is kind of a side armor out there for the A's on the mound here. Typically a left-handed batter would have a lot better view of more of a side-winding pitcher. So Luis Rengifo will come off the bench here as the Angels look for sort of a knockout blow. Up by a run here in the 8th inning.
It's a gutsy move because you're taking away your best defender in the outfield.
Yeah, with a 1-run lead. That's not something you see too often. The manager will pull his best defender with a 1-run lead late in the game. And here they're hoping that it's more than a 1-run lead if Rengifo or Trout can come through. And it's quickly 0-2.
Go back to Hyundai King for the game today. Call me the breeze. That carry had it in effect for Travis d'Arnaud. Looking for a fly ball deep enough to get another run home here now. We're behind in the count 0-2.
Trying to make the A's pay for some of these hit batters. 5 times the Angels have been hit. That's the most in a game in franchise history. And the one has come back to score. Raza at third base, d'Arnaud at second, the runner Neto at first. And Renifo strikes out. So that's why it was a risky move by Ray Montgomery there, because if you don't get the add-on runs, well, now you'll have a 1-run lead with less of a defense in the outfield for the top of the ninth.
This bat is so big for Trout and the Halos right here. So big.
Ball 1 to Mike Trout, who has walked and doubled today. About a base on balls here. Kelly has walked 15 in 31 innings. Trout with a broken bat fly ball to center, and it's Butler to make the catch. The Angels settle for 1. They take the lead on Travis d'Arnaud's double. Kenley Jansen will try to hold it in the 9th inning.
Never clean your gutters again with LeafGuard. LeafGuard's seamless design keeps leaves, pests, and sediment out while directing water away from your home, preventing wood rot and foundation decay, giving you peace of mind that your home and family are protected from water damage with the industry's premier maintenance-free gutter system. Call 844-6LeafGuard right now for 75% off installation plus $200 off your purchase. LeafGuard, get it today. Protected for life.
I think the sneaky team to watch is the Giants.
It's going to be fun to watch this staff. That is the best ballpark in the world to pitch in San Francisco.
A lot of experience up top.
I like where this team's headed.
High drive! It is out of here! Doesn't get any better than this.
Logan Webb might be the most underappreciated quality starting pitcher in all of baseball.
If this Giants team is going to make noise, it's going to be because of their starting rotation.
Yeah. For me, it's really important for us to establish an identity.
You're going to be talking about the Giants in September again.
'26 Angels season seats are now available. Place your season seat deposit today and don't miss every amazing moment by your Halos next year. For more info on season seats, visit angels.com/season seats or call 714-4ANGELS. Well, the Angels put Kenley Jansen into the game here to be the closer. That was certainly an expected move. 25 saves. Jansen has been outstanding in this role this season.
Oh, he's been unbelievable in this spot. It's a big opportunity, big win potentially for the Halos. Need this one here today after 2 really, really tough ones against the Athletics. He's going to have a lot of different defenders behind him here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's unusual, and we actually should question if Joe Adell is even healthy right now, because Joe Adell has been taken out of the game. And he would be due up 3rd in the bottom of the 9th inning. So it would be highly unusual from a strategic standpoint to take Adell out of the game. So you wonder if he's okay. Jacob Wilson looks at a strike from Jansen. Matthew Lugo has gone into the game in right field. So Lugo takes on Adell's spot in the order, which is again due up 3rd if there is a bottom of the 9th inning.
He'd go back on that last fly ball. Soderstrom.
Wilson was tied up. Neto gets over, makes the play for out number 1.
How comfortable was Zach Neto on that one too? That had some spin on it.
So with Adell coming out of the game, Lugo's in right field. Chris Taylor is now in center field. Remember, Teodosio was pinch hit for, and Renifo stays in the game at second base. Now, if you didn't have Adell, if you knew Adell was going to come out, it calls into question more taking Teodosio out. Now it really becomes a strange outfield setup. Taylor in center field, or even in his heyday, he didn't play a lot of. 1 out here in the 9th inning. It's J.J. Bleday batting in place of Zach Geloff.
18th game in his career versus the Athletics for Kenley Jansen. 8 career saves.
And save this one as Bleday takes ball 1. Angels hoping that the bottom of the 9th won't even come into play here. Jansen can get these last 2 outs. Lede has hit a couple of home runs in this series, 4 on the A's current road trip. That's why the A's want him here. A fly ball to left center field, kind of off the end of the bat, so Taylor Ward has a play. 2 up, 2 down. Angels Live postgame presented by OC Navigator is next.
For career save number 473 for Kenley Jansen.
Knocking on the door of Lee Arthur Smith, who had 478 when he retired as the all-time saves leader, now 3rd on that list. If Jansen is in a big league uniform next year, he will have a real shot at 500 saves. Swing and a miss by Butler.
That hesitation threw him off, Butler, because he was geared up to swing at the first pitch, but how he's able to keep balance on that pitching rubber. The veteran.
Two now on Butler. Angels with a 4-3 lead in the 9th inning. In the battle today, Travis d'Arnaud with a go-ahead double in the bottom of the 8th. Angels left the bases loaded, but they got the one they needed to take the lead. Now Jansen has retired the first 2 here in the 9th inning, trying to put it away. Ball 1 to Butler.
Loves to run that sinker well above the strike zone after getting a hitter to try to gear on a cutter.
Reed Detmers will be in line for the win. Fly ball toward the left field line. See if Taylor Ward can get there. In foul ground, he makes the catch, saying goodnight to the A's. The Angels hold off a sweep as they rally late to get the go-ahead run, and they beat the A's 4-3.
It wasn't easy, that's for sure. The battle. Travis d'Arnaud, yes. It's a Travis d'Arnaud and Joe show today for the offense.
To see about Adele, make sure that nothing happened to him physically that forced him out of the game there at the top of the 9th.
I don't see him out, even going out to the field, which is something you were hoping to see.
Yeah, we'll find out more in the postgame show. Travis d'Arnaud is our SoCal Toyota player of the game, and perhaps some concern here for Joe Adele. We'll find out more afterward. And Adele hit his 35th home run, and the Angels got a lead early.
Boy, that power, even just missed the home run his last at bat too, but this one, he didn't miss this one. Center field. Got it out, 35th home run. Continues to jump up there with the RBIs, giving him 94 now on the season.
So the
It
Angels,
was a battle, though. What a battle.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Remember, d'Arnaud didn't even start this game. Logan O'Hoppe got hit on a backswing, not even on a pitch, just in a pre-pitch setup for Jacob Wilson. So d'Arnaud was thrust into this game after an injury, and with that, he ends up getting the big hit in this one as he cracks the go-ahead double in the bottom of the 8th inning. That put the Angels in front. Kenley Jansen locked it down with a 1-2-3 top of the 9th inning.
473rd save for Kenley Jansen.
It's a good number.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of work to get there for Jansen as the Angels hold off a sweep. They go 9-4 this year against the A's overall. Now Travis d'Arnaud is ready to talk to Erica Weston.
Trav, you didn't even start this game, but you come up with the big hit in the 8th inning there. Ball carried a little bit. What were you hoping for when you hit the ball off the bat?
Just trying to see the ball deep, not trying to do too much. Had some good talks with the guys today, and Jay Wash to just not try to do too much, see it deep, and good things will happen. Also, I met someone named Luke this morning and told him I hit a pinch hit homer. Sorry it didn't go out, but that was for you, bud.
Came pretty close to getting the home run there in that moment, but Beto was pretty wild in that inning too. What was your approach against him in that moment?
Oh, like I said, just see it deep and not try to do too much. There were runners in scoring position for me, so I knew a single would get it done, and I got rewarded with an extra base hit.
Obviously a tough moment to see Logan come out of the game like that, and we're hoping everything is okay with him, but how challenging is it for you to come in that spot and be able to contribute in the way that you did?
Yeah, I hope he's okay. I haven't checked in on him or anything. To come in late in the game's hard, but more importantly, I hope Logan's okay, and I can't wait to go talk to him.
What's the importance of this one after a tough couple games this weekend?
Yeah, it's huge. After, obviously, the last 2 games didn't go the way us or anyone in the stands wanted it to, and We knew we had to win today, and fortunately we won.
Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Well, Travis Darnell comes through for his new friend Luke, and the halo will shine today.
It was definitely yes. Well, that's it.
4-3 the final. Angels will host the Twins the next 3 days. We'll set that up and wrap this one up in just a moment.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Arguably one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game.
At 100 miles an hour, Sandy ties a career high 14 strikeouts.
This guy is a difference maker for the Marlins.
He's a staff ace. He wants to take the ball, man. He has been great.
Sandy Alcantara has thrown a complete game shutout.
It's like if I faced you, you got no respect for me.
No.
Exactly.
Force at the front of the rotation.
The guy that wanted to finish what he starts.
Shutout for Sandy Alcantara.
Off Base is in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, all season long, only on MLB Network.
Will now look to go after the Minnesota Twins for the next 3 days. First of a 3-game series starts tomorrow night. Our coverage will begin at 6 o'clock. Coming up next, Angels Live postgame presented by OC Navigator with Patrick O'Neill and Mark Langston. Ruby and Erica and our entire crew. I'm Wayne Randazzo saying good night from Angel Stadium.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
For the 1,000th time together, welcome into MLB Central.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
That foot's just a kickstand. Bang!
Interviews with the players.
I had a coach that kind of called me an alien. Skinny guy, fast, big head.
And a little bit.
I don't have cologne today.
Open it on your own like a man.
Of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
There's a shot. This is really becoming ridiculous. 3-home run day for Aaron Judge.
Bronx Bombers are back.
Judge cracks one. Incredible. The show rolls on for Aaron Judge. This is a generational player.
He's a special, special talent.
He's going to go down as the greatest Yankee of all time.
Well, that's a great baseball comment. And good guess, by the way.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Now at the Home Depot.
much-needed victory for the Halos on a Sunday afternoon against the Athletics. This is our Angels Live postgame presented by OC Navigator. Joe Adell continues his hot hitting. Travis d'Arnaud, the veteran catcher, coming through big in the 8th. The go-ahead double. And then he's on the field as Kenley Jansen gets the save. And considering what happened in the previous 2 games, that was huge. It was very important for the Angels to get the victory. Here with Mark Langston, I'm Patrick O'Neill. I mean, your thoughts on that, the way they came out and battled here?
Happy Grandparents' Day. That's the way I feel.
Nice.
This is a much-needed win. We talked about it in the pregame show, how the Angels needed to come out here, roll their sleeves up, and get it done somehow, some way today. They called on the youngster, Mitch Farris, to be the stopper here today. Wasn't Soriano. It wasn't Kikuchi. No. It's the youngster, Mitch Farris, who stepped up and showed you how it is supposed to be done. Pump strikes, change speeds off of that, and the victory today for the Angels, this was much needed.
Yeah, he did not get the victory, but certainly could have gotten the W. Detmer's got the win, and Jansen gets the save. You've been using that, roll your sleeves up analogy coming into work today. I was thinking of, and I thought of this, I want to bring it up. They need to pull their boots up right by the boot straps. Similar?
Yeah, they certainly did. And you know what they needed? They needed length. Their starters the last 2 games had not gone more than 3 innings, so they needed some length. Not only did he give them the length they were looking for, it's quality length. All game long, he just pumps strikes. It's simple. When you throw strikes and you change speeds, you disrupt timing, and that's what we saw the entire game. Everything was in play. His fastball, 90, 91, and it's thrown right by guys. I don't think they get a good look. Slider was really good. Changeup was very good in this game, and it looked really easy for him out there today.
How much it being a day game, you brought this up, right? Also, what Buck Rogers told you, the change-up day game, change speeds can really work to your benefit.
Certainly it does, and for Mitch Farris, that's the one right there that I think took him out of the ball game. What a great job. He went into that 7th inning, and you know it was going to be batter for batter for him in the 7th inning. What a great job. His first home start here, and boy, does he deliver in a big way for the Angels. They needed it, but you're right. The changeup is, to me, is so effective in a day game, and we saw him use it, but his slider was really good also. And the way he was able to spot his fastball, I was impressed by that, because it's not overpowering, but the location that he's able to put it in, stay away from the middle of the plate, work corners, he did that very, very well. 70% strike rate here today for the youngster.
Yeah, first start at KC, goes 5, goes 6 here today in his first start at home. Good stuff from Mitch Farris. Can't wait to see what he has in store next. Now, the Angels were hit 5 times today. Yep. I was in the radio booth on the 5th time and the 4th time. After the 5th time, you look back at us, that's a club record. You don't like to see it. We go to the 8th inning. This is when the Angels, were able to take the lead, and it would be the winning run. What's going through your mind when this is happening?
Yeah, certainly this one right up here. Chris Taylor's already been hit twice. This one almost hits him in the head, and then the very next batter gets drilled. Yeah, you're like, enough is enough, and you could see Peraza's reaction to that was enough was enough, but it was Travis d'Arnaud who made them pay for that right there, and the way they were positioned, they had Butler shading over to left, and there was a big gap in right center field. That is exactly where Travis d'Arnaud hit this baseball. Gave the Angels the lead, and obviously Kenley Jansen does what he does best. Comes in, you need a save, I'll take it from here, boys. A nice little 1-2-3 9th inning.
I talked to Kenley. We'll hear from him in just a bit. So Moncada hit twice, Taylor hit twice, almost a 3rd time. No Angel has ever been hit 3 times. Peraza was the 5th to set the franchise mark. 7 other times. The Angels have been hit 4 times. You hit 5 times in a game against your rival. I mean, the crowd was kind of getting fired up, antsy. You were wondering, if there was a 6th time, I think bench is clear in this one.
Yeah, certainly. You look at the first one. This is part of Severino, by the way. He's hit 16 guys this year. Part of his game is he pitches inside. You know that going into it. But you look at the intent. Was there intent there? That's a fastball in that Chris Taylor, he started to commit and then ended up getting hit. This one here, up and in by his head. That's where you're like, okay, enough is enough. And they got Vito out of here right after this because the command was all over the place. And certainly right there for Peraza, there's just nowhere for him to go. That 2-seamer headed right at him. Yes, it's a tight ball game, so you have to pick your moments if you're going to retaliate. And you always look, is there intent when you're getting hit? A couple of them from Soriano, not from Soriano, but from Severino, I should say, they were off-speed pitches. So you look at cutter, sweeper, no intent there. Fastball's in, that's part of his game too. So At the very end, you could see Beto had no command in this game today. No. But when you get hit 5 times, then nobody's happy about that.
No, definitely not. Severino hit 3 guys. You know, as far as that, most guys you ever hit in a game, any idea? I don't have it. I was just curious.
I don't know. You know, I was a guy that pitched inside also, so that's part of the game. I know I hit Don Baylor twice in one game, and I was just hoping he didn't pick up the infield grass and pull me and drop me right there. So he's not a guy. And I think 2 weeks before that, he says, the next guy that hits me, I'm going to the mound. I went, oh, no, here we go. But, yeah, my intent, no, you know, that's part of the game. You know that you have to establish on the inside part of the plate. And that's part of Severino's game. Obviously, hitting 16 guys, that's a big part of his game.
Wow, yeah, and wow, Don Baylor, I think maybe he's top 5 all-time being hit by pitches, oh, yeah. So we certainly know about that. So Kenley Jansen, he gets the save as 26. I believe he's saved 26 of 27 save opportunities. Sometimes in those non-save situations hasn't gone his well, but when the chips are on the line, right, when they're all in, this guy comes through.
He comes through every time, and that's what you look for out of your closer. A lot of times, most closers like that pressure. When the pressure's not there, that's when they tend to give up some runs, and we've seen that with Kenley this year. But when the save is on the line, he is money every time. We saw that, just how he goes about it, and it's basically one pitch, that cutter, in and out, and he's able to elevate it. There's the final out right there for Kenley Jansen, picking up his 26th save.
Well, this will be the last time that the Angels will face the Athletics this season. They won the season series. Will there be bad blood carrying over?
We'll see in the spring.
We'll have to wait for that one. It'll be much anticipation. I spoke to Kenley Jansen after he picked up the 26th save here this afternoon. Come out and play hard today.
I mean, it's important, man. I want these guys to just keep playing all these games like it means something, you know? So I know the last 2 games was tough, but we just got to come out there and compete and give all we got. And, you know, let's stay locked in, man. Let's stay locked in and do something special, you know, build the momentum for this ball club.
That was a big base hit, double there by Travis d'Arnaud to get the go-ahead run. That's a veteran guy. I know he was banged up on Friday, and he comes through there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Logie went down right there, and he come out there, come up big, and that's all we need, and bullpen hold it down, and, you know, great win for us.
I'm just curious. Listen, you've been around the game a long time. Yeah. The Angels got hit 5 times today, and that's a franchise record. Sometimes you hear they have to learn how to pitch inside. I was just curious. He was a little tense there. What's going through your mind in those moments?
I mean, we can pitch inside too, anytime, you know, so it's up to us to pitch inside too, you know, like own that spot too, and let them know that inside is ours too. But, you know, in that moment right here, we just want to come in, you know, 1-run lead and get the win and go home and enjoy a nice Sunday night football game.
Good. That's good. If anybody deserves it with the fam, hang out, you get the save, have a nice Sunday evening.
Oh, definitely, and that's what he will do. All these guys will. It's been a long stretch. The Angels are in 17 straight games in a row, and certainly coming off a very long road trip, 10 games. And so you get back, and this Sunday night, they're going to enjoy it with their family here tonight, certainly after a nice W, a much-needed W against the A's. The A's have kind of had their way with the Angels, that series in Sacramento, and certainly the first 2 games in this series. We talked about it in the pregame. Definitely needed to get a W somehow, some way here.
Yeah, the A's had won 4 of 5 versus the Halos, but the Angels, they squeaked this one out 4-3. So Angels win, you win. That's right. We always feel generous when the Angels get a victory. You get to enjoy the sweet taste of victory and fries after an Angels win. So check out Mickey D's and the app and get those free French fries. All right, so also Joe Adell, 35 home runs. He's on his way to 40, on his way to 100 ribbies. Almost sweat yard again. We talk Joe Adell and hear from Ray next.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central. Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns, interviews with the players, and a little bit of everything else. The baseball day begins with MLB Central, weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network.
We got our hands up in the air.
My, oh my. Lots of great baseball comment, and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Turn on baseball's national pregame show. MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
You know the top 3 are getting there.
First take from the players.
Understanding what I do well, and it's use the whole field.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays on MLB Network.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight.
The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season. Loco, El Pollo Loco.
Angels Live postgame is presented by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnav.org. Angels get the victory today over the Athletics. 4-3 is the final. Logan O'Hoppe did have to leave this game after Jacob Wilson hit him with his bat. Let's find out how he's doing. Here's Ray Montgomery.
He's doing okay. We're obviously going to run tests and do everything on him and see how he's doing, but everybody seems to be okay right now. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, they got to go through the whole protocol, right? I got to make sure. Got to be really careful with that stuff.
Why did Joe come out of the game?
He was feeling nauseous, so we had to get him out of there. He felt okay at the plate, and then he just said it got a little worse when he came back in the dugout, so we switched him out.
There were a lot of guys hit today. What was your take on what you saw?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the natural reaction is to be angry and frustrated. Obviously the early ones, I don't think there was any intention. I don't think there was any intention with any of them, but it doesn't make you feel any better. And, obviously we lost CT for some time the last time that happened. And then for him to hit him again, and then for Beto to run one up and in there, you got to command the ball better. You can't just be throwing it like that. So there's nothing on our side, of intent, but it's certainly, not happy about it. Five times is a little much.
Wilson, when Wilson hits O'Hoppe there, is that like a situation where it's just, obviously it's unintentional, but is it he's got to be more careful there? How do you look at it?
Yeah, it's completely unintentional, and he was as apologetic as anybody. I heard he felt terrible about it, standing there listening to him, so certainly no ill will towards him. But yeah, you do have to be careful with it, because if it becomes something, I don't know if he's done it before. There are guys historically who have done that repetitively. You just got to be careful with it, because it can obviously inflict a lot of damage.
Let's say about Travis to come off the bench when through that big hit there.
Yeah, incredible. The guy is just fighting through his own things too, and to do that in that situation, and obviously ice cold, you're not expecting to be in that game in that circumstance, and then something like that happens. It just shows you what kind of pro he is, and he answered the bell. Good again. Yeah, really good. For a guy that's making his second major league start, the first one carries a lot of emotion and it carries a lot of energy, and sometimes the second one can dip down. You could argue he was better today. Sans a couple solo homers and mixed and matched and had those guys off balance all day. Did a really nice job.
He got a decent number of swing and misses with his fastball, which is not really very hard. So what is he doing with this thing?
There's velocity, as the board says, and then there's effective velocity, and then there's how it works with the stuff and the package. There's been many guys that have that kind of fastball that play off different stuff. And able to make it play up. You can see some of the swings too, even not just the swing and misses, but the later swings, the jam swings. So it's clearly hard for them to see it. And then when you play it off the changeup and the slider, and you throw it in the zone like he did, and he located pretty well most of the game.
You mentioned pregame that you were looking for more of the same from Farris and not to get intimidated by the decks and being in a big league stadium. Is that something that you saw from him today?
Absolutely. Right out of the chute. I mean, he went, into the 7th inning. He was in complete command. I would have just kept running him out there for 9, but again, with respect to him, second start, later in the year, he did all we could ask for and more.
Yeah. How does it feel to see him, like you said, even out there for 7 and he was sort of freezing until then, low pitch count? I mean, what does it mean to see him kind of have command like that?
Yeah, it's great. We were joking. He's kind of in the TA mold, right? A little younger, no offense, TA, but when you get those types of guys and they can command the zone, be in the zone, and force the opponent to have to put the ball in play or at least swing earlier because you're commanding your stuff. That helps your ability to pitch later. The pitch count is what it is. Those are going to be dictated by, how hard you're working. Obviously it was hot today in a day game, but I just felt like he had what he wanted whenever he wanted it, and you just watch that and you let him go.
That's talking about Mitch Farris. There's Ray Montgomery. Also credit to Logan O'Hoppe, right, who was calling a really good game before he had to leave this ball game after he got hit by the bat of Jacob Wilson. We'll take you through Logan O'Hoppe's day because he was swinging the bat pretty good before he had to leave this one.
Yeah, a bizarre deal, and we've seen it with Jacob Wilson. Everything is moving with him in the batter's box. And it's just an innocent little swings before the pitch is on its way. And you can see this one was a nice drive right there by O'Hoppe, and this is a fantastic play by Lawrence Butler. Got a great jump on this. I didn't think he was going to catch up to that. He was able to snag that one down. And this one, you can't hit it any harder. 2 plays right there from Logan O'Hoppe, who is looking to unleash his offense, and all you can do is keep swinging it, hit the ball hard. They will fall in at some point. And certainly for Logan O'Hoppe, just the fluke injury on just a backswing by Jacob Wilson. You can see this, and it just catches him underneath his face back and hits him right in the chin. And you can see him moving his jaw around the entire time, and to the point to where the Angels were like uncomfortable keeping him in this ball game.
You look at how big of a man Logan O'Hoppe is, right? And I imagine, let's say you're in a boxing match. This guy's got a strong chin. It's going to be tough to knock him off of his feet. And for the bat to be flying around like that for Jacob Wilson, do you think he needs to change his approach as far as that bat wheeling around like that because of that injury there?
No. Oh, for Logan O'Hoppe, he needs to. You have to know which guys. You know that going into the game. Some guys, where they stand in the box, how they take their pre-swings before the pitch is going. That's kind of a responsibility for the catcher to understand that, because he's going to stand in the same spot, take the same pre-swings. So you want to make sure you're just maybe a step or 2 back to make sure that you don't get the contact that you got from. I don't think you're going to look at Jacob
Wilson to make him change it.
Yeah, okay, I don't think he was at fault at all.
Well, I'm glad I asked the dumb question so I could get the exact correct answer in that situation. Logan was also robbed of that. Geloff made that catch last night. So 3 at-bats, and then he has to leave the game. We hope that Logan is going to be okay, and happy to see him swinging the bat well. So let's just stay positive and keep that going. Joe Adell, who had to leave this game because he was feeling nauseous. I would have thought even last night when you give up 17 runs, maybe that's where the nauseous would kick in. But this guy's got 35 home runs, 94 RBI, 1 off the team lead now, just 1 behind Taylor Ward.
Yeah, to me, I look at Joe Adell, what he's done so far here in the month of September. His 5th home run in September. That's tied. He now leads all of baseball with home runs in September. 12 RBIs. That leads all of baseball in September. And that sound right there, I flinched when I heard this sound because I've given up a lot of home runs. You know the sound, and he made solid contact. He probably didn't even feel that one. That ball just jumped right off his bat. Almost 108 off the bat, perfectly hit, and this is where I like where it ended up, in dead center. We're seeing a lot of home runs now from Joe Adell. We saw it in Kansas City, had a home run dead center. See another one here today. Just missed one there in the bottom of the 8th inning. From the standpoint, that one was right against the wall. That was an off-speed pitch. So if you're hitting the fastball the other direction, you're going to be on the breaking ball, and he just missed that 2nd home run. I thought it was gone. It's a day game. The ball just really carries well here. I thought he got it. It goes right against the wall, And Soderstrom was able to make that play, but I thought he was going to have 2. But Joe Adell is swinging it. The confidence is there. This is a game of confidence. When you have it, you can't wait to get in that batter's box. Right now, Joe Adell is oozing with confidence.
Do you really flinch when you hear that?
I did.
Do you?
I went like that as soon as it was hit. I was like, oh, I've heard that sound plenty of times.
PTSD.
Give me another baseball.
Not that many times. All right, well, we can do the math. I'm sure it was enough to
over 300 times.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll take a break. And well, if they didn't hit over the fence, you were somehow making the play yourself, Langer. You were that good. All right, we're going to look ahead to the Twins coming into town next. Stay right there.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are going to win today.
This is their chance to have another run. This is their time. This is the Cubs division to lose this year.
They need to be singing the song quite a bit this year.
That's hammered. Kyle Tucker, welcome to the Cubs. Dansby swats it.
He's one of the most talented ball players.
Pete Crow Armstrong, what a stud.
Showed at Imanaga, it's about falling in love with him.
Seiya Suzuki for the grand slam.
And this is when you put the pedal to the metal.
I think we got a really good team.
San Diego's a dangerous team.
Man, they have enough talent to run the table.
Every game here is like a party.
Manny Machado walks it off.
Fans are also playing a part. They're affecting the game.
Fernando Tatis Jr., electric.
The team that we got in there, man, we're ready to compete. We're ready to handle the unfinished business that we have.
Merrill Madness.
The towels flying, the fans going nuts.
Welcome to Slam Diego.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks.
There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Angels Live Postgame is presented by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnav.org. Oh, man. TD, Travis d'Arnaud, what a game. I got more on him in a second. I want to remind everybody, be sure to check out Golic and Golic featuring Mike Golic Sr. and Mike Golic Jr. airing on FanDuel Sports Network. It's every Monday through Friday. Starts at noon, bringing the heat. Bold takes, big personalities, and some of the biggest names in sports. Don't miss the action. Weekdays at noon only on FanDuel Sports Network. So hopefully the Angels can continue the winning ways. You've got here are the probables for the next series versus the Twins. Caden Dana, Kyle Hendrickson, Jose Soriano. Definitely Sori wants to bounce back. We know what we're going to get from the professor. Caden Dana, what have you seen since he's been back up here?
Yeah, that last start against Kansas City, best fastball he's had at the major league level, touched 97 miles an hour. He looked the part, and we've been waiting on Caden Dana, but you got to remember how young he really is. But last start against Kansas City, it was impressive.
So it will be 6, 12:30 the next two nights and a day game Wednesday, and you can see it right here. Same place, FanDuel Sports Network. I don't always give out a game ball presentation, right? But for today's game, I'm giving the game ball to Travis d'Arnaud.
Ted?
Yes, because of what happened Friday night. The guy could barely walk. Yeah. Not expected to play today. Comes in and then cold after the fifth guy got hit and hits that double and pick up the game-winning RBI. You don't have to agree. You could go a different direction if you'd like.
Mitch Farris, to me, hits the game ball. This is his first start here at the stadium. After your last two starts, you didn't get past 3 innings. You needed length from him. You got length. You got quality length. Everything that youngster you called upon that you needed, you got. So that's where my game ball's going.
Perfect. Love it. And great working with you, Langer. Well done.
Always fun
doing
doing
it. Mark Langston, Patrick O'Neill, our entire Angels crew, we appreciate you sticking with the team. And like Kenley Jansen told me at the end of his interview, man, we just got to keep believing in ourselves, right? And that's a great message to have.
Got to have it. And certainly the Twins are coming to town. They've been scuffling. Angels need to step their game up here in this next series.
All right, so hopefully Joe Adell, Logan O'Hoppe, everybody's feeling good and get back at it against the Twins. By the way, Torrey Hunter, seeing him in the dugout with the Twins coming in, I think he brought a little energy here today.
Always.
And he was fired up, by the way, when guys were getting hit. You better believe it. All right, we will see you tomorrow at 6. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.